Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. Here in GOAT James Kingdom, we attack the GOAT debate head on, where we challenge all Michael Jordan fans and all LeBron detractors to who is the GOAT of basketball. You can catch us every Sunday noon Eastern Time, right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel, for the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. Also, we go live Friday nights with the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, where you catch special shows and content as a GOAT James Kingdom follower and subscriber. Also, check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership, where you can get exclusive content.
Bigger than five. 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 Bigger than five.
It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Bigger than five.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Bigger than five.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Bigger than five.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Bigger than five.
Tyler Hero, superhero, guitar hero.
Bigger than five.
You can have hard, you can have a par, you can get a garden.
Bigger than five.
White side, back side, sunny side.
Bigger than five.
Phoenix sun, Capri sun, the sun's about to set.
Bigger than five. 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 Bigger than five.
Who you gonna put on Luka?
That's why LeBron's trash. Trash. LeBron Ramon James Sr., born December 30th, 1984 at approximately 4:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the greatest human being blessed among us mere mortals? 4 rings, 4 MVPs, the league scoring record, and he got more records than MJ and Kobe combined. Loving husband and devoted father of 3. Don't you ever disrespect my basketball daddy, you understand me? You know what? Log off, uninstall the game, and tell your mama to ground you, cause your mouth is reckless. Go disrespect LeBron James. Oh, I cannot believe you. I hope you break your ankles next pickup game, little nigga. Lakers in 5. Baby! You disrespect LeBron again!
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday noon Eastern time to talk about the GOAT of basketball, LeBron James, and basketball in general. Ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs are here. As we can see, it is live. It is full and direct. We had 4 games yesterday. We got 4 games today. So we are going to talk the NBA playoffs and obviously talk about the big elephant in the building, which is obviously the Lakers. And should we be worried about the Timberwolves, as great as they played yesterday? We got our normal panel here as usual. Shout out to everybody here. What up, Brandon?
Hey, what's good, everybody?
All right, we got Craig and Travis in the building. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
Yo, what's good?
What's up?
Good. I know Travis is feeling good right now.
Stoked.
Travis is feeling stoked right now. But either way, shout out to everybody who's here joining us this great Sunday afternoon. As you guys know, we don't run from nothing. We got some good guys here in the comments. That's right. Lakers still at 6. Ain't nobody really worried. If you worried, go to the show chat poll and let us know how much concern you have for the Timberwolves, because the series actually does start now That is correct. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But we here to have some fun. We want to hear
Still stand. I still got Lakers in 6, so my prediction is still stands.
Lakers in 6. Craig got the Lakers in 6. Okay, we gonna have some fun. We gonna have a great time. We gonna see how much y'all know basketball since y'all come on the GOAT James Kingdom to have fun after a Laker loss. Not really just a Laker loss. They really got their behinds whooped. They really got the BTA'd for sure.
I say they lost one. They got their bricks beat off in one quarter. That was really it. But they was playing well, and then that one quarter, I don't know.
Everything just
scored
seemed to
38 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Shout out to Asante, GOAT James Kingdom member. We see y'all in the comments. Peace and blessings again. This is a Sunday afternoon show. So, Brandon, I know you got a chance to watch last night's game, man. What were your takes from the Lakers game versus the Timberwolves, man? Game 1.
Yeah, it was just that second quarter where Timberwolves got really hot, made a lot of threes. They still shot high from the 3-point line. So, it's just one of them games that one team is on fire. I know the Lakers made a run in the fourth. I think they got it down to like almost 10, I believe, in the fourth, but they were just fighting uphill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's game 1. Like, it's no big deal. If the Lakers would have won, I still say it's going to be a 5 to 6 game series anyway. So it's not like the Lakers going to sweep them. Timberwolves are a good team anyway. So, I mean, it's going to be a good series. So I know everyone loves when LeBron James lose. So that's like the main thing.
Yeah.
No one's in uproar about anybody else losing a game, but every time LeBron lose a game, it's not even the Lakers. It's just LeBron. So it happens. I didn't expect that to win every game.
Yeah, we already know that when the Lakers lose, it's LeBron's fault. But I guarantee you, when they win this series, it won't be because of LeBron. They're gonna say it's because of someone else. We all know how that works with these LeBron haters. So Travis, let me hear what you had to say, man. What did you think of last night's game, man? How did you how did you summarize what you saw? How can you summarize what you saw?
I mean, it was glorious. I mean, I fucking hate the Lakers, so it's like I'm so glad that they got their ass kicked. But I mean, I still think they're gonna win that series. But it's like, because the Wolves aren't gonna shoot 50% from 3 for the entire series. That was insane. I mean, they were just going on. It's like they did exactly what I thought they had to do. Like, you had to have not just Ant, but you had to have like Alexander Walker or Jaden McDaniels and like especially Naz Reid. They had to become scorers, stretch bigs, and do it because, I mean, because you're not going to get anything out of Gobert, and that's exactly what happened. They were all lighting up. They were aggressive. Luka got his. That was expected. Like, you really don't have anyone who can straight up shut him down. But like, nobody else was coming to play. Everyone else, like mortal. Reeves was non-existent. LeBron was whatever. But I mean, I think they'll make adjustments. Game 2 is going to be way closer. They're not going to lose by 20 plus or whatever again. Like I said, I still think the Lakers will win that series, but it's going to be close. They can't F around and find out. So I mean, I hope they lose, but I think they'll win.
I have a question. Why do you want the Lakers to lose so bad?
Because I can't stand LeBron James.
Which one?
But why do you want the Lakers to lose, though?
Sneak out. He snuck out it last night. Last night was a great night to sneak out. He snuck out, feeling good.
Yeah, I haven't been secret with it. LeBron, I despise him because I think he's the GOAT, but I just cannot root for the guy. And I mean, I'm a hater through and through, but
weird.
It is weird.
That is kind of crazy. That is
double Nuggets and 5.
Nuggets and 5. The Nuggets look good yesterday as well. They
Squeaked
played
one
well.
out.
Westbrook. That's a worse loss when you're the Clippers and you had the game in grass for like over half the game and you were really in the end. You just coughed it up at the end and still had a chance and you still coughed it up again at the end. Those ones kind of hurt. The one like Detroit where you're up, 10 points with like 6-7 minutes to go.
Oh, that was so crazy.
Knicks pull off a 21-0.
Don't even get
Dude,
the hate yet.
Pistons just melted down.
Don't even get the hate yet.
Don't worry, Craig. They're all out here. Look, we got them all out here. Look, he said the Lakers could have really used rim protection last night for what?
Not really.
To allow Minnesota to still hit 21 3-pointers.
That had nothing to do with it last night.
Again, they have no idea. Okay, we got Mr. John Wickerbasker is going to show up here on after a Laker loss. Another fake Laker fan here. He said, "Look, Lakers going to run a lot of zone. They didn't need to run a lot of zone. A lot of those 3-pointers that those guys hit yesterday were on transition and on second chance points. They were really dominating on those aspects. So shout out the West Coast.
Going to hit 21 threes every game. That's
Thank
what
you.
I'm saying.
And at 50%, they shot at 50%. They shot over 50% from 3-point land yesterday.
And
Goat
that's why
James.
Ant shooting horrible, so they're not going to do this every game.
Mm-hmm.
This is to making sure they won't be a sweep.
This was Minnesota showing everybody that they're a serious team to be played. They're not no rollover team for sure. Shout out the West Coast, a GOAT James Kingdom member. He says here, GOAT James and Luka Skywalker will make the adjustments and win the next game. Yeah, we would like to see what's going to happen when the Lakers win the next 2 games, and let's see what happens there. But yeah, they definitely came out and definitely punched the Lakers in the mouth. The Lakers started off the game well, but then out of nowhere, you just started seeing Minnesota just.
It was only one quarter.
Nas Reed was insane.
Yeah, Nas Reed was insane. Listen, between Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels, they legitimately went. What's it called? They went 19 of 25 from the field. 9 of 12 from the 3-point land. If you think they're going to repeat that performance, then they had 48 points between them both. So they were the number 1 and 2 scorers. That's one thing I can say. The Lakers didn't really lose this game predicated on like the idea because nobody in the Lakers did anything. Jackson Hayes did nothing. Ruby really didn't do nothing. Dorian Finney-Smith wasn't hitting his shots. Gabe Vincent wasn't hitting his shots, and they weren't even getting their shots. They weren't even getting that many shots. So it was really a good game plan by Minnesota and what they did. Even limited the amount of minutes they played Rudy Gobert, which I thought was kind of crazy too. Because I was saying to myself, why is Rudy Gobert off the floor right now? And they didn't put him on the floor for a lot of crucial points in those stretch. Because obviously he's an offensive liability.
Gonna be watched. He's not going to play the series. They're going to try to run the small ball, run up and down, shoot threes, shoot a lot of threes. Gobert is not going to see a lot of play in this series.
That's how they're going to have to win, though. That's something that they're going to have to do. That's
start Nas Reed, dude.
Again, when you're talking about the pace too, as well. That's the thing. I mean, in that second quarter though, they were on fire, man. Minnesota didn't miss nothing. Nas Reed was 4 for 4 from the 3-point land. They were 8 of 15 from the 3-point land in the second quarter.
Mike Conley was in there hitting threes. It was.
No, they played a hell of a game.
Because I was flipping back and forth between watching the Lakers and WrestleMania. I will watch a part of the WrestleMania. I go back. It was score. I go back and see what's going on. I go back. They up by like 10 points now. Like, hold on, what's going on?
You want to talk about a robbery?
Back, you see Minnesota scoring. They're coming back. You see Lakers inbounding the ball.
Dude, I can't believe what happened to Detroit, man. Detroit melted down so bad. That was like one of the worst meltdowns I've ever seen.
21 straight points in the fourth quarter.
Yep. And they only had like 2 timeouts during that span. And they had called 1, so they couldn't even call like their last timeout to really really try to recuperate because it was
a young team, man. I mean, they were playing with nothing to lose, and then they just like melted, like turnover after turnover, missing their shots. Like they weren't running sets, like they were just scared, man. And the Knicks capitalized on it and watched that whole game. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was a good game. I watched most of all the games today. Obviously, we know what games are coming on. I mean, all the games yesterday, but we know what games are coming on today. As we have Oklahoma City and Memphis kicking off at 1 a.m. Eastern time. Then you have Boston and Orlando at 3:30 p.m. Both games are on ABC, so that's nationally televised games for everybody to watch. And then tonight at 7 p.m. we got my Miami Heat going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then we got the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets to end the game. I mean, to end the playoff night with TNT games. Both those games are going to be on TNT, or if you have True TV or Max. So all those games are also available there. And so those will be some good matchups. So, but You know, at the end of the day, my Miami Heat, man, is gonna run through the East. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know if y'all been watching Tyler Hero and my Miami Heat
I don't know
play.
what y'all talk about, but tonight is John Cena's last match at a WrestleMania.
Oh, it's WrestleMania. That's it. It's the last WrestleMania for John Cena. It's WrestleMania. Damn, I remember WrestleMania as a kid. I've been stopped watching WrestleMania though. That's crazy. Damn. So John Cena's retiring
Break Ric Flair record for the most championships.
for real.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ric Flair owned that record.
Yeah, he got 17. No, he got
7.
16. So when John Cena win, he'll have 17 and he'll have the most.
Did it take him less time or longer time?
I would say it took longer time because Ric Flair last won a championship in like the late 80s, early 90s, and he been wrestling for like 25 years after since. Ric Flair been wrestling for about 45 years.
All about the script, man.
So that's what I'm saying. So did it take him 45 years to get the 17 world champions? No? Okay.
Back in the day, they would just swap. And this is going for he was in different companies. So this is all the titles accumulated from different promotional. It was sometimes he was a double champion, Ric Flair.
Damn.
That's why they say Ric Flair is the GOAT.
Here we go. Ric Flair's the GOAT. I don't know. He wasn't he in the subpar league? He wasn't in the real league. He wasn't in.
No, he was. He built NWA.
Most people call Ric Flair the greatest wrestler of all time.
Ric Flair. I know he gets a lot of love. People love some Ric Flair.
And his
I was
daughter.
a WWF guy.
If you get into it,
his daughter got the most championships as a female.
Who
wrestler.
is you guys' favorite wrestlers of all time? Who is you guys' favorite?
Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior. Undertaker.
All wrestling, dude.
I was
Undertaker.
Mine was Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. You could pick 1A, 1B. You could flip flop. It was those two.
What about you, Travis?
I don't know the first goddamn thing about fake ass wrestling, dude. I don't even know.
If you get into an argument with a wrestling fan, man, they be pissed. They do not let you call it anything scripted or fake. I swear, but
I've been to several real wrestling matches, and it's an insult. I mean, it's a good entertainment,
really?
I guess. But
you watch real men wrestle with one another there, Travis? That's what you've really seen in your life. Real men get together and really physically get each other and be brutes in the center of a ring.
You've been watching that.
I mean, to be honest, Hogan should be the GOAT because he made everything the most popular.
Nah, he fucked up. He fucked up.
Nobody like Hogan.
He fucked up. His language, he fucked up. He shouldn't have said what he said. Shouldn't have said that shit. He shouldn't have said that shit.
Ordered it at that.
Let's talk about The Rock anyway. The Rock's the GOAT.
The Rock is one of the best too. I met The Rock in person. Pause. He's a cool dude.
He seems awesome, honestly.
Yeah, he did. He does. Just like Tyler Hero. Awesome player, man.
Hero was amazing the other day. I mean,
when Tyler, who gonna stop Tyler Hero? And we got the best D Mitch on our team.
Well, he's gonna see a lot of Darius Garland, right?
Huh?
I think he's gonna see a lot of.
No. Darius Garland is gonna see a lot of him. What you mean? He's not worried about who he see. That's his assignment. What you give him an assignment? He's like a chihuahua. That boy's a beast.
I mean, I think they actually match up decently with Cleveland because they can guard the perimeter. I don't think there's going to be a ton of inside scoring. I think Bam can stretch out a little bit, but it shouldn't be. How do they match their depth? I mean, there's going to be a lot of 3-pointers.
A lot of 3-pointers.
Yeah, a ton.
There's gonna be a lot of defense. Miami. That's where it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. That's right, Khalil Ware. Khalil Ware gonna be out here just sending stuff to the rims.
Dude, Khalil Ware is crazy.
Khalil Ware's a beast. The Miami again, man. We are inspired to be in the finals and hoping Jimmy meets us there. Come meet us there, Jimmy.
That would be insane.
Golden State and Miami in the final.
The NBA would love it. The NBA would love it.
Two teams that don't have a chance to make the finals.
You don't think the Warriors have a chance?
What? The Warriors? So you got the Warriors tonight? You got the Warriors tonight? I think Houston's going to beat the Warriors.
I do have the Warriors tonight.
You do have the Warriors tonight.
Too much experience.
Warriors is predicated winning with as how Jimmy play because Steph gonna get his, no one gonna guard him, but it's what Jimmy gonna do. Because he puts that he gives you that extra defense with Draymond, he gives you that extra offense for Steph. So he's like he balances everything out for them. He can be the scorer and the defender. So it all falls on him.
Nobody care about no Jimmy.
Jimmy also lets Steph Curry rest in real time because he at the free throw line. So the team being the penalty earlier now, and allows the team to rest, especially Steph Curry. So he ain't got to sit on the bench; he can just be on the floor in real time. So that's something else Jimmy do. But I don't want to talk about Miami. Please, let's not talk about the.
Why? I was just gonna say that for talking about anybody who's in a dark place, we all see who's in a dark place, who's really in a somber mood over here.
Let's not talk about Miami.
Let's not talk about it. Let's definitely not talk about Chicago, who can't beat Miami for nothing in the play-in.
Hey, we didn't even worry about Miami. We were talking about the Atlanta game here. Like we had pushed Miami to the side when I saw that blowout.
Should have did that.
I turned that shot quick. I didn't even see that in the game, man. I didn't watch that, man. That was an embarrassment, man.
I told Chilltown said I can go overboard, so I've officially gone overboard, and we are now sitting in the ocean on our floating device because y'all thought it was over for my Miami team, but now we here, and the whole East got to worry. The whole East only team we fear in the East is Boston, so that's the Eastern Conference Finals. See y'all in the Eastern Conference Finals. We're gonna shock the world. When we beat Cleveland, everybody's gonna be like, "How did they beat Cleveland?" He coaching.
Oh, Craig, I forgot today was 420. That's why he's speaking like that. Okay, my bad. I forgot today was 420. That's why you talking like that. Because you gotta be high if you think.
Yeah, because the series is 0-0. So if I can talk shit at any moment in time, it's right now.
It's true.
It's right now. But don't let us get up that one. Because tomorrow I'm going to be doing the show. Listen, y'all just don't let my boys win tonight. I'm going to do a show tonight if we beat Cleveland tonight.
What time y'all play Cleveland?
I actually think that's going to be the one sweep in the playoffs. Cleveland, Miami. I think that's going to be the one sweep in the playoffs.
Yeah, you also thought you was going to see Atlanta and be in the AFC, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yes, I did. I honestly did.
Didn't you? I know you did. Cleveland don't want to see no Miami. We love going to Cleveland. Come on, man. It's Cleveland. We talking about they got ain't like they got LeBron or something. Come on, man. It's Cleveland.
I mean, I don't think they'll sweep them. I think the first sweep will obviously be OKC, Grizzlies. Grizzlies are just done.
You think so?
They show some heart.
I know Tyronn Lue did not lose to a backup coach. I know that much.
Tyronn Lue did lose. Tyronn Lue did lose to a backup coach. Oh no.
Coaching matters.
Well, the real coach of Denver is Joker. Joker's out there controlling the pace of everything that's going on that team in every facet. Joker is a monster.
That was a great game though. That Denver
was a great game.
That was a great game, man. I hate when you hear some of the pundits talk about it's not good basketball. Then you watch that game, one Denver Clippers. It's like, what are y'all watching? Because I saw a great game.
Hard fight.
I wanted Detroit to win game one, man. I was upset.
We all did, man.
So
I'm too young for the moment.
And that's another thing that I feel comfortable about too. Another excitement. All the teams that I hate in the East are all got to battle each other. New York, Detroit, and Boston. Yay! Yay! So
Pacers might sweep Milwaukee.
Let them all beat each other up, right? And then the teams like the three teams I have no concerns with: Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Indiana. Oh yeah, we going to the Eastern Conference Finals, y'all. Let's go. Biscayne in June, bitches.
I thought Milwaukee can handle Indiana, and it's like it's gonna be a long series for Milwaukee.
Somebody got a lot of faith in the 8th seed.
Huh? What? Nah, we were the 10th seed. We ain't even the 8th seed. We the 10th seed, bro. We were the 10th seed.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
Exactly, and we're gonna go all the way to the NBA
All the
Finals.
way to where?
Well,
Ty-
you'll
Tyler
smoke the
Hero,
Lakers.
Tyler
And where?
Hero,
It's Tyler
Bam
Hero going to
Adebayo,
NBA Finals. Where though?
D
Like on their
D
couch
Mitchell.
with
We
us?
got the best. Who got the best D Mitchell in this series, Brandon? Let's be honest, Miami or Cleveland? Let's be real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Which player would you trust in the playoffs the most? The D Mitch that's in Miami or the D Mitch that's in Cleveland?
I'm just hearing about De'Aaron and the Heat, so I'm good.
40+ points in the playoff game.
Asante, I know you nervous. What do you are not trusting no D Mitch in Cleveland? Huh?
You talk about the guy who put up 50 points in a playoff game, or the guy who did?
Who got more playoff experience? My Miami Heat or the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I mean, who got? What you talking about?
I'm talking about experience, Brandon. I know I said the word experience.
Is it Tristan Thompson on the Cavs still? Is he a champion?
Yeah, he is.
It goes to the Cavs. I guess it goes to the Cavs.
They got Max Strus. They got Max Strus. That's playoff experience, huh?
They have an NBA champion on their squad.
We got an NBA champion too. We got
all
Andrew Wiggins. He's a champion. Andrew Wiggins is a champion. He's
Yeah,
been there
that-
before. He's been there before.
Hasn't Bam been in 2 finals?
He
Of
did
course,
that
we have
play.
all the playoff experience. Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo. All those guys got long time experience in the playoffs. Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know y'all concerned. I know there's a lot of concern. Instead of be concerned with the Lakers, because we know it's the Lakers in 5.
Yeah, we know Wolves in 4. It's fine.
The Wolves in 4. The Wolves in 4.
Belt ass. I think that's gonna be a physical series from this point on, though.
Yeah, I think that's what the Lakers. I don't think the Lakers prepared themselves for that. I don't. They got the clip of Anthony Edwards like holding LeBron for like 15 yards. Yeah. When let LeBron go and they didn't call it. Like they were on top of LeBron as soon as LeBron got off half court, whether he had the ball or not. They put Julius Randle on him. They wasn't playing. They were like, "We gonna play y'all physical," and they sped up the tempo. They were running. They didn't care how many times the Lakers scored. They were doing the Chicago move.
Trying to do is wear him down because they already know on defense he's not gonna have to play that much defense because he's gonna probably guard the 5-man, especially if you got Gobert on the court. So they trying to wear him down any way possible, and they're just gonna be physical with him all the way up and down the court all the time. And the Lakers got to match that, and that's just what they got to do. LeBron got to match that physicality in this series, and they're gonna be physical, and you got to bring it to them. You got to beat them. They ain't gonna beat themselves. So,
yeah, experience don't matter until this time we're talking about the young Chicago Bulls who kept getting their ass whooped year after year.
Here we go with this.
Yeah. That's when it's they weren't ready. They were developing. We had to wait for the Scotty to develop. He was a young pup. He was a young pup. You had to wait to develop. Okay.
Will Lakers win the series? Honest thoughts and why? We all said yeah.
We
hope so.
That sounds better than saying I have to go somewhere where somebody's already established because I couldn't do it where I was because I couldn't help it.
No. Matter of fact, I had an argument talking about 2010. I can't wait to bring up that argument. Shout out to Peter Bagjuice. We're gonna actually do a special show. I'm gonna find out sometime this week where you and I can go ahead and we're gonna watch film. Because he was talking about how great Dwayne Wade was versus Boston in 2010 compared to LeBron, even though he got their ass whooped 4-1.
Dippin' with JIB wants to know our thoughts on why the Lakers will win.
Why the Lakers will win?
If they will win.
Yeah, they're going to win this series. Yeah, the Lakers are going to win because they still have the better team.
They're the better team. I mean,
they're the better team.
Didn't come out like they're supposed to. Don't mean they're going to do that every game.
You think Minnesota going to hit 21 threes again?
That's what I'm saying.
Do that again in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. Yeah, come on. Hey.
One thing I underestimated from Minnesota was their rim protection. I know they had Rudy Gobert, but I thought they would be able to bring Rudy Gobert away from the paint. But even with that, Naz Reid is actually a good rim protector, and like I said, Julius Randle's a scrappy player as well, man. People always sleep on Julius Randle defensively. He does a good job as well, protecting
I
the
don't
paint.
think they ran the right weak side action to get him away from the rim, and I didn't like that they didn't run it because he was able to roam a little bit more than I thought he would be able to in this series. So I believe they going. I believe they should go watch some film of the way the Clippers was dealing with him when he was in Utah, and they kept him away from the rim, and I believe it could do them some real good watching that Clippers when they play Utah when Rudy Gobert was in Utah. Got him away from the rim because he was able to roam yesterday. And Nas Reed was a better. He was a. I didn't think he was that good of a rim protector, but I like that.
Nas Reed was amazing last year in the playoffs, but
He was amazing yesterday in all facets of it, in every aspect of it. He was amazing yesterday. He was incredible.
I just gonna have to play smaller ball just to get Gobert off the court anyway. So I don't think he should be a factor in the series.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I didn't know and I didn't realize how big Jaden McDaniel is. Paused. I didn't realize Jaden McDaniel was that like he's like 6'9", 6'8". I didn't realize how big he was.
He's tall and long.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert off the game like that. They're gonna play small ball.
That's why he gave Murray so much trouble last year in the playoffs defensively because they put him on Murray last year.
Yeah, no, they definitely gonna have to do a better job on rebounding. They're gonna have to do a better job of running them off those 3-point lines, and they definitely gotta do a better job of getting their open 3-pointers, open shots, and they got to make them as well.
Yeah.
I think they get a good job of just letting the Lakers say, okay, if you just want to go with LeBron, Luka, and Reeves with these ISOs, we'll play all 1-on-1. And they did a good job contesting those and not giving the Lakers a second chance.
That's the only way you beat the Lakers. Like, you can't overcommit. And like you can't just double or throw guys out because they'll get their open shots.
If you can, but that's if you can do your job and stick LeBron James good enough. That's the whole point. Yeah, exactly. And Luka went ham. And Luka went crazy yesterday.
Yeah, Luka was insane. Like Luka was the problem.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna have like 50, but after the first quarter,
he might have 50 a game too.
Yeah, but 37 and 1 assist ain't gonna work. It that 1 assist, his part of his magic is getting everybody else involved.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, LeBron has to play better for them to win.
That's true.
Yeah, like LeBron should be able to. If they're trying to be physical with LeBron, that's gonna play into LeBron. Like he has to take advantage of that. They can't be more physical than LeBron is. Yes. LeBron should be able to play his bully ball, just like he did when he was a center for that half a season. I mean,
he tried a little bit yesterday, but they sent his shit twice. Nas Reed sent his shit twice.
But he has to do a better job.
Yeah, he got to do a better job. Yeah, he got to do a better job. Yeah, they got to do a better job. They didn't play good enough yesterday to win. They didn't play good enough at all.
I mean,
the Wolves, if the Lakers can. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying LeBron has this thing that he likes to come out game ones and do the fill out games and. I mean, you obviously see that he was trying to make sure everyone else was happy, everyone else to eat, and that never worked for him. Every time he did that with the other teams, they always lost. So he needs to stop giving away games.
Yeah, he does. But when when they go up 2-0, he ain't losing the series.
What's crazy though is like the Wolves knew that like they had to like get more production from like Alexander Walker and Jade McDaniels, like because no one on the Lakers is going to guard them.
In order to have the chance to win, because once the Lakers figure them out, they're not going to win. So they're going to have to show them something different every single game to throw them off their tools. Because once the Lakers adjust, they're going to win.
Yeah, like the Wolves had to have production from everyone.
JJ smart. He's probably in the lab thinking what he could do.
In fact, just ended the show with that one. Let me answer this question right quick. A lyricist asked me here, let's say hypothetically, if LeBron wins championship this season and finals MVP, do you think that would put him ahead of Jordan in most NBA fans' minds winning a ring and finals? Most NBA fans really think LeBron's the GOAT. Is it going to change some minds? Yes, not the Zesty Jeffries. They're still finding a reason to say LeBron's not the GOAT. So it'll change some folks' minds, and the majority of NBA fans really think LeBron's the GOAT. So yes. Because you got to remember, a lot of these Zesty Jeffries are not NBA fans. They admit to not watching the NBA. They've been telling you they're not NBA fans. They don't watch the game. They only watch LeBron, which we all know why. Because he's the GOAT.
That's true.
I don't think Jordan would have got 3 billion views in 1998.
I was just thinking about that the other day
There's
too.
only
What
3
if
billion
they didn't
people.
have like Twitter and stuff, and Jordan was on Twitter, Facebook, and I hear all the stories of how players used to pop shit to them. I can imagine him going on Facebook like, I feel like dropping 50 tonight, and go ahead and drop 50.
And the day he don't do it, and they rip him saying this guy's arrogant and real thing, they get Jordan would crumble in front of the media.
He'd be
Jordan,
on Twitter doing a
Yeah,
selfie,
right.
talking about, I'm about to drop 40. I said 45, not 23.
Look at the injury. Look at the injury report and be like, "Oh, this is who's sticking me tonight." Oh, Tyler Hero, 50.
Like, what? Especially when Nick Anderson said, "What 45, not 23?" Come back,
Yeah,
score
Nick Anderson
45 on a
was wild for
out
that.
game.
Nick was wild for that, man. He said, that's
You
45.
made a post. I missed that free throw for a reason, and look up and post his stats, 45, whatever he had that game.
He didn't ask most people. He asked NBA fans. You know, most people aren't NBA fans. They're the ones who like to talk the nonsense about Michael Jordan. I've had people who don't even watch basketball at all look me in the face and say, "Well, Michael Jordan's obviously the GOAT." No, he's not the GOAT. Sorry. This is not 1998, sir. This is 2025. Jordan is not the GOAT. See, look, Jordan's number 2. See, number 2. The GOAT. We all know who the GOAT is. The GOAT debate's been crushed. All you guys who having GOAT debates are only having with yourselves. Y'all not man enough to let any real LeBron fan come up here and talk to you. Any real Wilt Chamberlain fan come talk. Any real Kareem fan come talk. Whatever. No. And yeah. In 2025, MJ ain't the GOAT. That's facts. That's facts. Maybe 95. Even then, it's questionable. Did y'all just see that new article that's floating around where the one of the Philadelphia newspapers asked if who's the GOAT between Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain, and they put a phone number that you could call. This was in 1998. It was April of 98.
No, I didn't see that.
Y'all didn't see that?
No.
I normally see everything. I've been off social media a little bit this week, but
I would be if I was you too. As any Chicago Bull fan should be off the media for the last couple of days. That's where you should be, in the darkness, consoling your inner thoughts and your inner being.
let me be honest with you. Chicago Bull fans don't care about the Bulls right now. They care about LeBron James, okay?
No, they can't. No, I found out some of y'all Clipper fans. I heard they're Clipper fans now. They're rooting for the Clippers.
I don't think Chicago Bulls fans cared about the Bulls since like 2012.
I had this guy argue with me the other day, and I said, just name me 3 players in the Bulls starting lineup. He wanted to argue about everything. I just said, name 3. I forget the 5. Just name 3. I said, say you a Jordan fan, and that's it. Leave it alone. You're not a Bulls. And this in the diehard Chicago Bulls group on Facebook. I said, y'all not Bulls
That's about
fans.
the worst group ever. That's about the worst group
the
ever. All they
worst
talk
group.
about is LeBron.
All they talk about is LeBron James.
Naturally.
I said, let's talk about the Bulls in here. No, you just a LeBron fan. I said, I'm saying let's not talk about LeBron. Let's talk about the Bulls. And you upset with me. Okay.
Yeah, I can understand it. If it was like a Jordan page, maybe you just talk about LeBron James, but it's a Bulls page, which is weird.
Bulls page. Yes.
I think Curry is above LeBron. Wow.
And what?
Oh, McLovin says that.
That's because of that Paul Pierce stuff. He said if Steph Curry win the championship and win finals.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy take. Actually, let me do a segment on that. There we go.
I said, God, so he gonna be Kobe Bryant, but Kobe ain't better than LeBron, but Curry would be okay.
I mean, that's like saying Pippen is better than Magic because he got more rings. It's like, come on.
You can't justify it.
There's no accolades or stats that you could use other than he was voted the unanimous MVP.
He still has 2 fewer MVPs and Finals MVPs than LeBron James. He still has the stats don't line up with it. I mean, fewer
It's good
stats.
to put Curry in the top 10, but don't say he's going to be above what you call the
Yeah,
GOAT
it would put.
because
I
he
think
got
it
an
would put
extra
Curry in
ring.
the top 10. I think it would. I think it was. I would think it would stamp him in the top 10 if the Eagles to win the championship and he win Finals MVP. I think it would stamp Curry in the top 10.
Yeah, Curry would be number. I would put Curry at like 6
You would
if he
jump
did
him to
that.
Curry
6.
should have already been in the top 10, but they
He's in my
gave
top 10 right now.
two of his Finals MVPs away. So that's
Yeah.
why he's not, because those Finals MVPs matter more than people think.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say.
That's true.
They definitely matter more than people think.
I'm glad you said that.
Because if he had the Finals MVP like he should have had in 2015 and 2018, they would have put him in the top 10. But since he don't, because Finals MVP is what they consider make Jordan as the GOAT. So if he had more, he would be in the top 10. It wouldn't be a question. He would be above Magic.
I mean, just think about he got 4 championships and 1 Finals MVP.
See,
The story being told is that you wasn't the best player on those teams.
you know why? Yeah, you know why you can't. You know why you can't build a team around LeBron James? Because at the end of the day, LeBron James is never going to give you high draft picks to get a Draymond Green, to get a Clay Thompson, to get an Andrew Wiggins, to get a Kuminga, and all these other guys that the Warriors get while they can't win games, while they're winning 30 games and being one of the worst teams and missing the playoffs. Like that's the difference. LeBron James is always having your team in a position to where you're not going to have no draft picks, so you have to go sign free agents. You got to go get players to play with LeBron James. You can't draft a team for LeBron James because unlike Michael Jordan and Stephen Curry, LeBron James doesn't lose and have high draft picks.
They trade the draft picks. No matter what. He can get rid of the draft picks, no matter if they high or low. I don't think
not early in Cleveland.
When did I ever see a team LeBron get a high draft pick or had a draft pick anything besides now with the Lakers?
Because his teams are never that horrible that he gets.
They don't have draft picks anyway. They trade them all.
When?
When? Talking about LeBron in year 21? Of course. We're talking about LeBron at his peak, in his prime. It's not going to happen.
So they didn't trade the number 1 pick. Cleveland didn't trade the number 1 pick for Kevin Love.
Okay, LeBron hadn't even signed with Cleveland yet.
No, it doesn't matter. LeBron has nothing to do with why Cleveland had the number 1 pick.
Yes.
That's the whole point. He joined a team that was one of the worst teams in the NBA.
You're proving the point, Craig. You're proving the point.
And that year, guess what? The next year, they won 50-something games.
It was in the finals.
You're missing my point. He had a high draft pick that he could have had on his team. He didn't want
But not because of him, though. It's not because of him. That's what I'm saying. They're not building their team. That's what I'm saying.
Like, they won a title.
That's true.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with the Lakers.
There's no way that LeBron James is playing unless say, okay, you're about to get James Worthy or something like that because you're the NBA champions or you're in the finals. Like that's not going to happen with LeBron because this is not how it works.
You're not gonna have draft picks high enough to draft a Charles Oakley, a Horace Grant, a Scottie Pippen, a Draymond Green, a Klay Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga. All those players they got over there, them young dudes they got over there. What was the other player? Weissman. That's another guy they ended up trading away to get some more picks. They picked Weissman, like second or third? They could have had Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards won number 1.
Yeah, he
won number 1.
LaMelo Ball instead of Wiseman.
Melo. They could have had Melo.
Yeah.
Draymond was second round.
Draymond was the second round. Anyway. I thought Draymond Green was like
Draymond was a second round pick. He was like a second round pick. He was a late pick.
I thought he was mid first round.
You have to have a GM or management who knows players like the Spurs. They don't need a number 1 pick when they
but the Warriors had
Michigan State.
The Warriors didn't make the playoffs the first 3-4 years with Stephen Curry, right? 09, to 2010, 11, and 12.
He was hurt. He was injured his first couple of years.
He was hurt.
And what happened in 21? What happened when he was in the play-in, when they couldn't win no play-in games?
He snapped his play-in losing streak.
Who you talking about, Steph Curry?
Yeah, Steph Curry, 2020. 2020.
What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with it. They say he stopped his play-in losing streak.
I'm just saying, he's not just playing losing streak. Y'all gonna put some respect on his play-in, man.
That's funny.
I think he won it.
No, I like the play-in. I think the play-in is great.
No, the
I'm
player needs to
You're
leave.
getting 20 teams into the postseason. Out of 30, there's 20 teams that's making the postseason. That's amazing.
It's still
Listen, if Stephon Curry's 4 or 5 rings automatically gets him into your top 10, then I guess you got to put a lot of people in your top 10 that has one MVP and Finals MVP and all this other nonsense. I don't get it.
Hey,
Unless you factor in changing the game.
Correct. I still think it's 16 until they start counting them numbers from the playoff, the play-in games. They don't count the numbers, so I don't say it's the playoffs yet because they don't count the numbers.
It's postseason. You playing more than 82 games. That's
I think you should count it towards the postseason, but they don't count it.
It's good, but they don't.
You got 10 teams. You got 20 teams in the postseason.
Yeah, I just hate that.
Pretty soon that they'll probably start adding it, just like the bowl games. They didn't add the bowl game stats, but now they do.
Hey, Brandon, do you think once they start counting, you think they'll go back and add the ones they hadn't counted?
They can. I know they didn't do it for like college football, which is annoying, but they actually should because they actually track those still.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah,
that's why everybody's always coming close to Barry Sanders' record where he played 4 less games than everybody. They don't count his bowl game where he had 5 touchdowns and 250 plus yards.
Crazy.
Yeah, please tell me what else makes Stephon Curry top 10 without the 4 or 5 rings that y'all keep saying. Please tell me. And I would love it.
It's 2 MVPs and it's Finals MVP, baby.
I like LeBron. That's it.
And the 3-point record, which it should be a longevity stat, but
he's a top 5 most effective scorer of all time. I mean, the All NBAs are there.
Where is your top 5 most effective? What does that mean, Travis? Stop using these again. This is what Lamont was talking about. What does effective score?
He's efficient.
When you look at like he's from like he's at 10 years at least where his effective field goal percentage and like he's when you talk about like a 50-40-90 season, he's done it twice, I believe, and he's done it.
Kyrie Irving's done it. Steve Nash done it. It doesn't boost them nowhere. Nobody else up.
Yeah, but with Curry, like he's the best 3-point shooter of all time.
No, but I'm trying to say whatever you're going to use to make Stephon Curry great. There's other players who have that, and you're not going to boost those players up for having that same shit. Yes,
they don't have the combination.
Probably the top 25 scorers. He's probably one of the most efficient. That's what he meant to say.
25 scores. Where's Kevin Curry top 25 scores? They got 23 points, 20,000 points, 24,000 points. What the fuck are we talking about?
It's like, no, okay, but he's doing all this with the MVPs, with the Finals MVPs, and he's literally the best at a certain branch of.
Where's Moses Malone in your ranking? He has Finals MVPs, over 20,000 points to over 10,000. Where is he at?
Moses Malone, I think, is a top 15, top 20 player of all time.
No, he should be top 10. He's doing all the shit that y'all talking about with Stephon Curry.
Stephen Curry's
he got 3 MVPs.
10,000 3-pointers.
He got 3 MVPs, a final MVP. He got league championship, rebounding champion, dominated on rebounding, all that other shit. Got well over 23,000 points, all this other shit.
I think he got more rebounds than Kareem, I think.
He has like 17, 18,000 rebounds, bro. Yeah. Forget, let's not even talk about him.
I think Curry's peak in prime has been better and is better than
Curry faced better competition.
Peak in prime.
Moses' peak is better than Curry's peak.
Like, Curry rings came at the end of LeBron.
I don't believe it is. We'd have to check out that.
When is Curry's peak? Like 2015, 16, and
I'd say he definitely starts at 15.
He was crying because there was another player better than him winning a championship on his team. He was literally crying. In tears. I think it was in tears.
He's still in his peak. I mean, not prime, not peak, but prime.
And luckily won a championship because Kyrie Irving broke his kneecap.
Well, it doesn't matter how they did it, right?
I'm just saying, y'all failed to realize all this just to boost this little light skinned nigga up.
Oh, it's a race thing?
No, it's not. I mean, no, listen, it's always
you always hate on Curry. I don't have Curry in my top 10, but
I don't have him in the top 10.
Yeah, of course not, Brandon, because you understand when you look at his entire resume. Yeah, you can put him in your top 20. I'm not gonna argue there, but just say, and then now 5 championships, and how about where do we see Stephen Curry winning 5 rings at? Where do we see the Warriors a championship team at? Where? This is a team that was in the play-in. Where do we see this at?
My top 10, only one player is still active, and that's LeBron. So
That is true.
Right.
Steph don't got the type of career where you could put him top 10 as an active player yet. To me,
He's not even better than Kevin Durant.
I believe the greatest Curry question right now is he a better player than Kevin Durant? I always
No,
think
he's
that-
not.
He can't be.
Exactly. Niggas Kevin Durant. Niggas,
He
Kevin
can't.
Durant
We
don't
saw
do
him on the
nothing but
same
play
team.
basketball.
We saw him on the same team. Like, he cannot be. We saw him on the same team.
Yeah, I always felt like that was the greatest question around
Yeah.
Curry. Is he better than KD? Because that's the greatest question. I mean,
Hey, Johnny showing his racism. Oh, hey, Johnny's a racist. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
I don't understand how you could be racist by calling him a little light skin. Y'all both light skinned, so
yeah.
No, as if you saw me and thought to yourself, oh, this man has no racial background. Who the fuck looks at anybody that doesn't think they have a racial background? When did y'all become this blind? Only when Jordan
Liberals.
failures. Only when the Jordan failures, you're blind. So you gonna tell me you see me in the street, you don't recognize that I'm a black man? What the fuck kind of stupid shit is that? I don't hear that shit.
that's that light skin.
Calling Travis a white boy now, and I'm being racist if I say Travis is a white man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man. Y'all just get mad because y'all like this little light-skinned nigga, man. You can't look Zach, you can't even talk about light-skinned niggas. That's racism in its finest. Light-skinned niggas get away with everything.
All right, Johnny. Where do you rank Kobe? I mean, not Kobe. Steph.
Right now, he's moving up, and I got him cracking into my top 25 now. He's passing Charles Barkley. He's passing Charles Barkley. He's up there with Dwayne Wade and Stockton and Chris Paul.
Craig, where do you have Steph because of Johnny? He's off the rails again.
I'm not off the rails.
Between like the 18, 17 range.
Hold on, wait, Brandon.
Huh?
Brandon, how did he move up? Okay, right now, Stephen Curry was 27th on our list. How much further do you think he moved up these last 2 years from 27th on this list?
I'm
I would
pretty
put him
sure
right
he's a
below
lot higher
Kevin
than that.
Durant.
How is he not above
sure
Charles Barkley?
I'm pretty sure he's
below
right.
Nah, he had four championships at this moment. He had 4 championships. This was 2023. He had 4 championships at this moment. This is 2023. This is GOAT James Kingdom 2 years ago. He would end up being ranked 27th when we took all his stats, all his accolades, all his achievements, and measured him towards the greatest players of all time. He wasn't even better than Barkley. He wasn't better than Bob Cousy. He wasn't better than Bob Pettit. He wasn't even better than Scottie Pippen.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
Not better than Chris Paul, even. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure now he'll be in the top 40.
You take away the 4 rings, what the fuck else has Stephen Curry done?
So
You don't
somebody
praise,
with no MVPs, no Finals MVPs.
2 MVPs is not
Those
enough.
4
Travis,
records.
Steve Nash has 2 MVPs. Bob Cousy has an MVP.
No,
What are
Chris
you talking
Paul.
about?
Steph Curry got 25,000 points, right?
He just reached it.
Now he'll be a lot higher because he has more points than Charles
That's what
Barkley.
I'm saying. How much higher am I going to knock him when he was back this far back?
I got him. I got
was
Curry
like
around the same
2
place.
seasons
Where
ago,
I got
though,
him, like
right?
No, this was
17,
end of
between
2023.
15 and 18. I won't
This is
give you
23 summer. This was 2 years ago. This was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's two
What
years ago. He
happened?
should be a lot higher. Yeah, it did a lot
right behind
higher.
wherever KD's at. He right behind KD.
Yeah, that's why I said I put him right
So he's
by
18?
KD, 18, 17 range.
Yeah.
KD moved up a lot too. He's 30,000 points now. He moved up a lot too.
Total. Okay.
Again, I asked a simple question. Y'all all asked me how Stephen Curry is top 10 if we're not talking about his 4 titles. Because there's somebody said here and said that the 4 titles ain't it. Please explain it to me. Again, unless you want to use nostalgia. You niggas love to use nostalgia. Go ahead, use your nostalgia. I don't give a fuck. I don't know if it's nostalgia or your biases. I don't know what makes Stephen Curry all this great. This 5 years ago, y'all was talking about how Kevin Durant was the best player in the world. Stephen Curry got no praise for the 3 championships he won. In 2020,
What records do he hold? The greatest regular season playoff.
He only has the record for the most 3-pointers made. That's it. That's the only record that Curry has. Most 3-pointers made. That's it.
What greatest records he's talking about?
You talk about the 73 season. He led a team to the most wins.
What whole list? I don't see the list, Danny Mac. Show it again. Where's the list?
Show us this.
Show us this list besides the championships, please. Besides the 4 championships that 3 of his teammates have with him. Where is it? Regular season record. What playoff record? All-time record. What record is those? Shooting
What
best shooter.
shooting? There's no best
Best
shooter.
shooter.
That's no
Reggie
such
Miller.
thing.
Reggie Miller was considered the
There's no
best
such
shooter of all
thing.
time before him, and nobody put him in the top 10. Ray Allen won a championship, and nobody put him in the top 10 for being the best shooter. So again, 2 Finals MVP, 2 MVPs, 2 scoring titles.
You think he's more influential than Allen Iverson?
Most influential.
Unanimous MVP.
On the
That's
basketball,
Oh wait.
yeah.
This is wait. Look. It's a zesty Jeffrey saying 6 Finals appearances, Brandon.
That's pretty hilarious.
The most influential since Jordan. Again, all stuff like I said, all the stuff that most of this is all
That's
nothing
not
that
even
gonna
a
make
real thing.
not even
That's
real
not even
things.
a real thing. That's
You
not even
can't
a real
measure.
thing.
You can't even measure it to nothing.
So the
I
only record he has is the 3-point records. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, he has the most 3-pointers in the regular season, most 3-pointers in the playoffs, and he's the best. He's the best free throw shooter in the world.
Team with the most wins in the regular season.
That's a team thing.
Yeah, I give you that, Craig. He got the most. He was on the team with the most regular season wins. He won the MVP that year. He had 3 wins in the NBA Finals that year.
It's not a real thing because you can't measure it, Danny. I can tell you, LeBron James has influenced Stephen Curry to keep playing. Y'all not saying Stephen Curry's playing and chasing LeBron. Y'all not saying that. Why is he still playing? If y'all got him in the top 10, why is Stephen Curry still playing? His team wasn't even in the playoff hunt just before the trade deadline. Like, what are we talking about? They missed the playoffs last year.
Obligations. He signed a contract and he's going to fulfill it. Steph Curry never voided or left the contract. He stuck by and played out every single contract. He said,
so has LeBron.
You said, you give me this money, I'm going to guarantee you I'm going to play for these amount of years.
So why is LeBron?
I don't know. I don't see how you could have Steph Curry outside of like your
the same
top
reason.
15.
The same reason LeBron chasing Jordan. Same reason and chasing Kobe.
There's no way. Yeah, I think you can. Wait, are you saying you don't have him in a like top 15 at this point? That's insane,
bruh. Do you know who's in my top 15?
Just name your 10 to 15.
Well, it's always changing, right?
Who is 10 to 15? Who's 10 to 15?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just name 10 to 15. That's it. That's all I need.
10 to 15 is Bird is 10. Akeem is 11. Shaq is 12. Jerry West is 13th. Oscar Robertson is 14th. And Karl Malone is 15th. But in reality, it's Kevin Durant is 15th. And I actually got Kevin Durant now jumping ahead of Oscar Robertson. And he's possibly going to be ahead of Jerry West. He's probably going to be right behind Shaq at 13.
Yeah, Steph definitely above Hakeem.
Above Hakeem? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just never understood why people put Hakeem so high. They put him in the top 10.
He's not in my top 10. He's outside my top 10. I got him 11, 12, whichever one. Him and Shaq.
I'm just saying, some people put Hakeem in their top 10.
His predicated on what he did in '94.
Kevin Durant, Joker, and Giannis are the 3 players I have for sure that's going to crack my top 10. For sure. Stephen Curry still has to do a little bit more.
Hey, I used to have Hakeem in my top 5 until Travis made me do my homework, and I dropped him. And I'm being honest. I'm sorry, Travis.
Blasphemy.
Stephen Curry don't even have more All NBAs than Bob Cousy.
Jerry West had
playing elite competition. Bob Cousy was fighting against his teammate on the bench.
Jerry West ahead of Steph Curry is nuts.
I was just about to ask that question.
I don't do that. Y'all know I don't do that because if I did that, if I did that, none of those 1,900 players are in basketball. Yes, if we did that, if we went off of competition skill and true basketball influence, none of those 1,900 players are in there, including Michael Jordan.
Got a whole week.
None of them.
90s. So y'all
no, we don't.
They helped his teammates put out fires.
And Jordan gave school teachers a job by expanding the NBA. So all those 1,900, all of them are gone. If that's the case, then yes, Stephen Curry's definitely in the top 10. We talking about the greatest basketball players to play the game.
You have
when
Jokic above Steph all time. You have Jokic above Steph all time.
No, not right now. I do think I think he's gonna surpass him though. No, right now Stephen Curry is definitely ahead of Giannis and Jokic, but those guys I think are going to keep playing for another 3-4 years at that elite level. Like, look what Giannis has been doing, bro. The 30, 10, and 6 on 60% shooting.
Wait,
isn't Steph like 37?
Yeah,
That's like 37. He's still playing at elite level.
Nah, but I don't see Stephen Curry continuing this at this level. Even right now, he's not as elite as you would want him to be. He has his spurts. We see him
He
have
had 50 points two weeks ago. He's pretty
yeah, and
elite.
he's also scored 3 points 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
I
he's
was
on
about to say, he just had
he's
three
on a
points.
he's on a complete downhill. He's on the bottom part of that downhill. He's getting down there where it's really getting bad for him. That's why they needed Jimmy.
They needed Jimmy
And
because their
Luka,
team
right?
wasn't good.
No, Steph is still going to make. I have Steph on my All NBA team this year. I didn't say that. I did not say that at all. He made, but that's what it's going to be his 11th. I think. Yeah,
He
it's
gonna be all,
11th.
I think he only has 4 first teams. He only got 4 first team on NBAs, which is crazy.
That's fine. He's still dope. He's still one of the greatest players
They're
ever played.
basically saying
I
that
got him.
Steph is
I
your
definitely got him
top
cracking my top
first time.
20. By the end of his career, if he keep doing what he's doing, yeah, he's going to eventually crack that. He's already at 2,500,
He
25,000.
should be top 20 by now.
Yeah, by 20. Yeah. You know, again, I haven't done my list in a while. I can go find it. But I forgot where I had him at, but I think he was somewhere in there. Again, I don't really rank those players as well. That was another thing I didn't do because I'm like Craig, man. Only LeBron deserves to be. Only active player deserves to be on the top list right now. These guys' careers are still not done.
I mean, that's different. LeBron's at the top, though. That's different.
If you ever put Joker in front of Steph, it's gonna be it ain't gonna have nothing to do with championships. I don't see Joker getting more than one more championship. So it's gonna be one of those conversations that if you put Joker in front of Curry.
Oh shit! Look, matter of fact, that's what I'm saying. Look, that's another reason too. Yeah, when I did my list, Curry didn't even crack the top 30. Now that I'm remembering,
Jesus,
I'm judging him by his stats, accolades, and achievements, man. Not because of nostalgia. Now, I'm not judging him because he's the unanimous MVP. What kind of bullshit is that? Because he's the greatest shooter. None of that shit matters. What did you do? What is your production compared to all the greatest players who ever played? We have a formula to let us know how great you were. And obviously, Stephen Curry's not that great compared to all the great players of all time. Like I said, now, if you want to be biased, you can be fucking biased. Nobody's telling you can't be fucking biased. But if you want to be biased, don't get fucking mad at me. Let me be biased as well. Your bias is to make him great. My bias is to see him as I fucking see him. Stephen Curry was ranked 34th. I have James Harden ahead of him. I mean, if y'all want to go down the numbers, we can do that shit. I'm all for the smoke. Y'all don't want these problems. Yeah, but I did want to show y'all the Michael Jordan shit, just in case y'all missed it.
He better than Tyler Hero.
This is 19. This is from 1998 April Philadelphia Daily News. Who's the greatest? Obviously, you could call that number if you think Michael Jordan's the greatest, or you could call this number if you think Wilt Chamberlain's the greatest. So obviously, Wilt Chamberlain has been in the GOAT debate. Now, this is the Philadelphia, which Philadelphia, obviously, Wilt Chamberlain is a legend and an icon in Philadelphia sports. But they wouldn't call him that because he's Philadelphia. Huh? I don't know the results.
That sucks.
I would have to go. You know what? Let's go.
Craig, go ahead and call this number for us.
No, let's look at it up. So what's it called?
I already did. I already did when I saw the number.
You did? You called the number? Get out of here, Brandon. That number cannot be real. That's like a landline. That's not even like a real number.
So you called
Starbucks now.
Damn, Brandon was.
Before they had online polls. This is the first poll.
That's what happens when you played 40 years ago. You had to call landlines to reach somebody.
Let me see if I'm gonna look it up. Wilt versus Jordan poll. Let me look that shit up. Let me see. Let's see if we find it. Oh, there it is. It's available on Facebook. There's no result. There's no really results. Let me see here. They have it available. So it's April 16th. Okay, April 16th. April 16th results. Let me see if I can find results.
Clippers will win game 2? Maybe.
Yeah, I think they could. I think they win game 2. I think the Clippers Denver series is gonna be tight all the way through.
That was a crazy. It will. Like I really just hope that they take the ball out of Russell's hand. Like I get it, he had a 3, but he was trying to lose that game.
Yeah.
Jesus, Russell Westbrook's scary. He's
Yeah.
all energy, which is cool, but they
He's hard to play in them final 3 minutes of a
yeah.
game.
Did what's his name play last night? Porter Jr.
Which Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah, because I was watching the entire second
Yeah,
half
he
of that game. I
played.
didn't see him.
Yeah, there's no results. I can't find the results. I would have to go dig it deep, and I wouldn't be able to find it right now.
You see Kyle Kuzma's stat line?
No.
Kyle Kuzma,
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah, zero all the way across.
like the amount of playoff games Chicago gonna have this year.
No.
I knew you got it. You got it.
Why are
Y'all
the Bulls
won.
catching strays out
You
here?
got it. Hey, you got it because if the Bulls would have won,
You don't understand. Listen, man, you understand how many times these Chicago Bulls fans be bothering me, man? Guys like John and SB, all these Bulls fans that I know, they be bothering me. They could have swore we were gonna lose. They swore.
Oh, it's because the Bulls BTA'd the Lakers this year?
They put the writing on the wall. It was over for us.
I had Bulls fans coming at me when they did that.
Yeah, man. Listen, y'all, it is a Sunday afternoon show. We're gonna put the link up here very shortly. I know, Craig, you said you had to go, so before we get up out of here, let's. Are you ready? You got your segment ready this week, Craig?
Yeah.
All right. So before we let everybody up again, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us here on a great Sunday afternoon, as we're about to give y'all another great segment where Craig breaks down some great basketball knowledge for us with the soul of the game.
With that, these shoes that we're about to design with words starts with a soul. Not a soul, but a soul, what touches you to earth that's floating in nowhere, the soul.
Yeah,
Well, afternoon, happy Easter to all those that do the Easter thing. So you know what today is. Today is 420. Also, today, 39 years ago, somebody scored 63 points in the playoff game. Though they lost, but it's still a record today. So the shoe I'm going to highlight is the shoe he actually wore in that game. And this shoe. The first shoe he got, the reason why he got with Nike. This is the we call it the Air Jordan 1. This is the Chicago. This is what he wore. This was the shoe that he wore with the 63. So this was the first shoe. Actually, this shoe he wore, he debuted it in the actual All-Star game where they called the freeze out because they didn't want him to they didn't even pass the ball, let him do all the stuff because he was a rookie. But this was the shoe that he wore on that day, 39 years ago, when he did lose and scored the 63 points, the Air Jordan 1 and the red and black. It's a nice shoe. But yeah, this is what it is. And y'all, just happy Easter, everyone. I'm going to get up out of here. See y'all next Sunday. I'm going to have something special for next Sunday.
All right, Craig.
All right. No doubt, Craig. Hey, Craig, you know why they froze him out, though, right? You know the real reason why they froze him out, right? Because no, the NBA didn't want Michael Jordan to promote those sneakers there exactly on All-Star Weekend, which we all know All-Star Weekend was the only time you got to see all the NBA players play at one time, especially back in that time. And that's like you said, that's when everybody used to at least highlight the shoes.
That's why that's why the line, the way the years they have the shoes come out is crazy because the season starts the year prior and then it goes into the next season. So they would debut the shoes the following season. So for instance, he got drafted in 84. You think he would debut the shoes the beginning of the season 84? No, he didn't. They waited till the next year when he debuted the shoe. So that's why they said this shoe was released in 85, even though he was drafted in 84, because they released the shoe in 85 the following year. That's what they used to do. But after a while, he started introducing the shoes the previous year. So that's what the number line got kind of misconstrued, because he would release the shoe on the following year, and then he'll come out with a whole new shoe to say. So sometimes he would have two different models the same year.
Yeah, but they I think that's what happened. I think it wasn't the players, because the players claimed that they had nothing to do with it. But I think David Stern said that they're not going to let Michael Jordan, because they fined him and he was still wearing the shoes anyways. So I think they were like, you know what, we're not gonna let him out here market his shoe brand and this company Nike for free. So freeze him out, make sure he doesn't have a game. So, but we appreciate you, Craig, man, and enjoy your Sunday, brother.
And don't forget, Johnny, that in that All-Star game, he wore Nike gear, and teams used to wear their team uniform, and he wore Nike gear that matched them shoes in that All-Star game. So that was something Jordan did that had never been done before. He wore Nike gear in the warm-ups, so that had never been done before. So that's something else Jordan did. They normally wore their team uniforms.
Yeah, but that's what he got froze out. That's it. They say, Jordan, you can't come out here with this nonsense. Ain't nobody from this sit here and let you promote your sneakers. You ain't even nobody in the league. You ain't even an all-star. You just got voted in because you got people buying your sneakers.
Johnny Bostesk says you don't know basketball.
Of course they say that. They always say that. They harken on all kind of silly stuff, man. Nobody care what these dudes think, man. They're not gonna come up here and explain it. They're gonna sit in the comments and say what they got to say, man. Like I said, I've reached in basketball bliss, man. I can talk basketball without worrying about nobody challenging my intellect because they can't do it. They just can't.
That's a good question. Why don't you people in the chat? I mean, besides our regulars, why don't you guys ever come up here and try and give a Johnny the business or anyone the business, like who you disagree with? You guys are always just safe in the chat. Come on, why not voice your opinion up here?
You want to see some LeBrons? Go to the store and buy them.
I can show you two pair of LeBrons right now if you want to.
I've been saying I was going to buy a pair of LeBrons for a while, but I just have never got the mustard to just go to a shoe store and just go get them. And I hate buying clothes and shoes online. I always want to put them on my feet first, make sure they right.
Only person I ever wanted to see come up here from day one when I started watching GOAT James Kingdom was Liddy. He's never came up here.
Because Liddy has 6 other accounts, and if he comes up here, he basically destroys all 6 accounts. What's not true? Tell me what do I know that's not true? That's all I do is provide truth. Y'all get mad at me because of my fandom. Like, y'all are mad at me for being a fan. Like, that shit don't bother me. I can make a prediction, and if I'm wrong on a prediction, that's why it's called a fucking prediction. I don't sway the tides. And if I say the Lakers are going to win a championship, that means they're going to fucking win a championship. Like, you guys are fucking idiots. But do I believe they're going to win a championship? Yes. Because I believe they have the best team. They have the best strategy to win a championship versus any team that they can play against, including the team they're playing right now. That's why. Yes.
Boston?
And because I know basketball, I can say that. The difference between you and I is you don't know basketball, so all the bullshit you say is all untrue.
Yeah.
You had a hockey guy who said LeBron got longevity, and with the guy who he was talking about didn't have longevity, even though he played 20 years too.
It's not longevity if you're still like putting up prime numbers. It's just consistency.
The 2011 Miami Heat were not a super team, and Michael Jordan did choke. By your standards, Michael Jordan choked. That's truth. The 2011 Heat were not a super team. That's factual. Michael Jordan choking is factual. There's nothing untrue about that. Like I said, the link is here, and none of you cowards are going to hit the link. Y'all not even going to explain to us how the Lakers lost last night. You're just going to blame LeBron James and say LeBron James can't win.
And we already broke that down like 3 times, why they lost.
Yeah, y'all ended it because we talk basketball here. They want to bring up nonsense. I heard silliness about people saying stuff. I already heard some Zesty Jeffrey saying some silliness on TikTok this morning. I got no time to listen to the dudes who can't talk the game of basketball. All you want to do is talk about LeBron James. And then we give you a platform to come up here and talk about LeBron James, and you cower away.
Yeah, that was not. I mean, obviously he didn't play his best game. But that was just the Wolves. The Wolves were. I mean, they played a historically great offensive game. I mean, at least for a quarter and a half. It was crazy.
I know basketball better than you. I know basketball better than you, boss, and I guarantee you, whoever you think knows basketball, I can out-debate them.
Hey, I want to tell my sister something. Hey, Houston gonna win today, okay? I know you're a Golden State fan, so she's only a Golden State fan because she believes she want to go against LeBron. So It'd be Steph versus LeBron in my family. My sister for Steph, I'm for LeBron. So she paying attention. So
John, you got to get off this LeBron bandwagon, bro. Let's just be Bulls fans together. Let's just do that.
yeah, I'm a Bulls fan all day, but let's not talk about the Bulls today because Johnny he got one today.
No, but that's the funny thing. Everybody can sit here and have all this hype for the Warriors, and no one's considered Glazers. No one's nothing for this little light skinned motherfucker. But praising Luka and LeBron, all of a sudden, we're Glazers.
You know how it goes, man. We know.
Please, I would love for y'all to tell me. Forget y'all. All right, the LeBron and the Lakers are going to lose because they got LeBron. Can y'all come up here and at least explain to us how the Warriors are going to beat Houston? And don't tell me experience. Don't use experience. Don't explain experience, Danny Mac, because you said experience don't matter. So tell me how the Warriors are going to beat them. How? And don't mention Jimmy Butler.
I hate Colin Cowherd because I think he's a clown, but like he had some good takes on that series, honestly.
Oh, what series?
On Houston Golden State, just because they said that it's either going to be a blowout in Houston's favor or Golden State's going to keep it close. I mean, they have to play. They can't let Houston do what they do best, which is like space the floor, get up and down in transition because they're too old to keep up with them. I mean, you have to have Kuminga step up. Kuminga's been trashed like the last half of the season. Playing. Yeah, I mean, he's barely playing because that's what I'm saying. He's been a liability. Like he played it in the last couple of games, but like he has to step up. They have to have Butler play heavy minutes, but I mean, Houston could very well win that series easily. But
Houston should be the favorites to win that series.
They are the favorites.
Golden State the favorites.
Oh no.
Golden State the favorites.
Golden State are the favorites, yeah. And as like the 8th seed, 9th or 7th seed.
7th seed.
That's crazy.
I mean, everyone's struggling with the Rockets, so it's not like. I mean, like Johnny said, Golden State was in the play-in. I mean, everyone's struggling versus the Rockets. The Rockets are a good team.
Yeah.
Where was they before the Jimmy Butler trade? They was in 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Falling. So
what y'all telling me the only people who believe in the Warriors winning is Zesty Jeffries?
I mean, Warriors.
I mean, I know besides Warrior fans.
I mean, the Warriors got a good chance to win. You just don't have to be a Jordan fan to think that.
They're not Jordan fans. They just hoping that the Warriors win. They want to be able to say that with Curry winning 5 championships with 3 different teams.
Golden State don't even have a chance to win the title this year, but
they don't.
They have a chance to beat the Rockets. I believe the
Curry's the GOAT already.
If Golden State wins this series, they're not coming out the second round. I don't care if they play the Lakers or Minnesota.
Ooh, hot take.
Solid
Smoke
take.
The Lakers.
Solid take. Let's let Blue Boat in. Shout out to Blue Boat, the Lord of GOAT James Kingdom. Sunday afternoon. Well, how can you make everybody feel better about the Warriors? I mean, about the Lakers' loss last night versus the Wolves.
Well, they shot 50% from the field from 3, if I'm not mistaken, right? I only caught glimpses of it, right? You know what I mean? It's just like, from what I saw, it wasn't good. I mean, they was getting what they wanted to paint, and they was shooting wide open shots, wide open threes. You know what I mean? From what I saw, Lakers weren't even committed on defense, especially LeBron, man. LeBron was just out there just going through the motions or something. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he got to take his geriatric. Maybe he's 40 years old now.
His dick is still under him.
I knew he was going there.
Like Brandon said, he likes to fill it out. Like he's like a boxer. He likes to fill out.
Yeah. It's like back in his prime, it was like he was all hands on deck. He was like 0 to 100 from the start in his squad, but he can't do that no more because he's like, he's not his peak no more. You know what I mean? But it didn't help that Austin Rivers got smoked, got fried too. You know what I mean? And Luka scored all those points, but was giving them up on the other end too. You know what I mean? I mean, the one thing I was worried about with the Lakers, and Johnny, you may disagree with this, Luka's a better player than AD, right? But as far as what the Lakers actually excelled at, what made them good these past several years was AD's presence in the paint. I understand. I know that, I'm with you on Anthony Davis. I think he's kind of overrated. His motor is in question, and plus he's injury prone and shit. But at least the one thing he excelled at was being an anchor on defense. Now, Luka brings more to the table as far as offense goes, but I think they'll get out of this series. But if I'm a Lakers fan, I kind of be concerned about that defense, man. And the lack of bigs, you can't play Jackson Hayes no more than like 10 minutes a game, man, because he's out there a turnstile, man. At times he's lost, he's uncoordinated, and then they have to go small. They got to go small to generate offense because, the ball stops with Jackson Hayes in there. Luka and LeBron, that room to operate. I noticed that without Jackson Hayes, you go to that three-man lineup of Reeves, LeBron, and Luka. If they're on offensively, man, they could beat anybody in the league. But if they have one off game and that defense ain't there, then there's trouble.
Yeah, so no, I think it was really more on the second chance points. There was a lot of There was a lot of tip balls that ending out going to some guys in the perimeter and the Lakers defense trying to reshuffle and them getting some wide open 3-pointers there. Again, they just hit their shots and they played more scrappy than the Lakers did for sure.
Right.
But again, I don't think the problem was that they were able to get to the paint whenever they wanted to. At the end of the day, the Lakers played good in the paint. They just when they got their shots, they hit them, and the Lakers had trouble getting their shots because again, Minnesota's got some good defenders. Yeah, they got some good defenders.
50% from the field. What are the chances of them actually doing that again in this series? They gotta really keep that up to actually make this, actually pull, actually win this series. They just got tightened. Lakers just got tightened up. Lakers just got tightened up. They got really tightened up on the defensive end, man. But you got to do that because of the lack of a big to protect the paint. So it's like for me, it's one game. People are overreacting as usual, especially the LeBron haters. They are overreacting to every time. It seems like every time LeBron loses game one, they're ready to write the obituary. Oh, he ain't the god. He ain't shit. Oh, he ain't the king. Oh, he's overrated. All this stuff. They've been doing this for years, man. And when he wins, it's always an excuse. Oh, we had Luka Doncic. Oh, we had Anthony Davis. Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, Ray Allen saved him and shit. It's always an excuse, man. Always an excuse.
Oh, we've heard it. We've heard it all. We've heard it all here in GOAT James Kingdom for sure. We've heard everything.
And I'm about to call some motherfuckers out, man. Check out this guy named 78 Sports TV. This guy, he's part of that LDBC BS. The people that claim they know basketball, they're a bunch of casuals parading as basketball experts. This guy said if LeBron James won't be remembered 15, 20 years from now, and he's a fraud, and Kobe Bryant will reclaim his spot as the guy that's next to Michael Jordan. That's what he said. He said
a lot of those guys are Kobe guys, huh? A lot of them are Kobe guys, right? They're just Kobe guys. Just
they Jordan fine. They Jordan guys too.
They ain't never seen Jordan play. They ain't never seen Jordan play.
Right. Now, I'm just saying, I want to know, going around to the panel, I want to know what y'all think about that BS that 78. This guy 78 Sports TV said.
Brandon, you want to address that? LeBron's not going to be remembered 15 years from now?
Ridiculous.
They all hope he won't be remembered 15 years from now. They
right up there with Chris Paul's take about how Steph would be greater than LeBron. He wins.
He's one of those guys that's saying that BS too. That he's saying if Steph Curry gets out of his first round series and LeBron loses in the first round series, and that automatically means he a fraud and Steph surpasses him, even if he don't win the championship. That's what this clown said.
They don't know how to rank players like correctly or consistently, I should say. So nothing they say makes sense or is valid.
Right.
I think as soon as someone passes LeBron James in points, then they can have that conversation. Because that probably won't ever happen.
Hey, Brandon,
Like,
regular season
never be happen.
Brandon,
that's crazy, man. Like how these guys can spew this BS, but yet they claim they know basketball, man. Like a whole bunch of it's all a propaganda. It's all a propaganda chase. All because they hate LeBron and they like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. See, like I said, I was with Travis. I know Travis recently said LeBron was the GOAT, but I still got Jordan 1. But it's like, for me, it's like 1 and 1 ain't now for me, man. Like LeBron is a solid 2. Couple more years, especially win a championship. Like I said, Michael Jordan's my favorite player, but I wouldn't be mad at anybody that's saying LeBron is the best ever, best of all time. I wouldn't be mad at that. You know what I mean? I can't be mad at that for the mind insane kind of level he played all these years. Like I said, you could think LeBron James is a GOAT and still think Michael Jordan's your favorite player.
Yeah,
I think Anthony Edwards is above LeBron all time if he wins the series. I think
that's what they do. I mean, Jordan GOAT is your favorite, but really, he kind of hard to put him above LeBron. There's really nothing you could say that Jordan's better than LeBron in.
And I'm not gonna, you know. And I see Adrian Knight saying, "Blue Boy, you just need to go in and call LeBron your GOAT." See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, dude, all because I'm giving LeBron praise and I'm saying Mike is. I'm still saying Jordan is the GOAT, but yet y'all cats get in y'all damn feelings anytime somebody praises LeBron. That's a real JDR right there. That's a real Zesty Jeffrey that whatchamacallit calls it. What is these guys' problem, man? What is this guy? What are these guys' problems?
Adrian Knight, you're too smart to have a take like that. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
I told you guys, it's for them. It's the lunch table. To them, you're not allowed to be sitting at the table with them if you out here talking about LeBron. Like you're not. You might as well go over there. Yeah.
Right. And the thing about it is, everybody thinks about that shit. Everybody thinks that way. You can't be just a basketball fan no more. You know. And I'm saying, like, I got LeBron number 2. You got cats that I know personally that they scoff at me. They're like, man, you crazy, man. Something wrong with you. You crazy. You ain't fucking with Kobe. That's what I get all the time, man. Or he ain't win more than Tim Duncan and Steph Curry won more in his era. Every time I get that pushback, I'm like, some of you motherfuckers, man, y'all ain't even start watching basketball until Jordan won his third or fourth championship. So go ahead with that BS.
You know what's hilarious, Blue is yesterday at Buffalo Wild Wings, like I was talking to this guy, like 2 or 3 people, and they're like, "Oh, do you hate the Lakers?" I'm like, "Yeah, I hate the Lakers and I hate LeBron. I think he's the GOAT." They're like, "Oh, okay." And everything I said after that was fine.
Yeah.
That was great.
This guy just being honest. No, Adrian Knight.
About Jordan is better than LeBron. Like, it's fine. You think he's better than LeBron. Like, you could think anyone's better than somebody. You could think Devin George was better than Kobe. Like, it's fine, but
can you think that though? Like sober.
And Adrian Knight is all over the place talking out the side of his ass. I don't care if you're 52 or what. Your take is BS, Adrian Knight. Come on now, get out of here with that BS.
Easy. That's about all. But you could think anybody better than anybody, like your favorite player.
I want the youngest to know. Age doesn't matter. The way you can see basketball games today isn't the same way you used to be able to see basketball games back in the day. So when some of these older cats tell y'all they saw basketball, okay, cool. But most of them didn't see Jordan play. Because how would you have seen Jordan play when local channels took over your TV? You weren't able to see some of these
right. And most of these cats, my fault.
All good, boo.
Most of these guys didn't even start watch Jordan play until like the three-peat. Till he won his third championship. Or
Most
after
of
that.
these motherfuckers never saw Jordan play. They're 30 years old, 32 years old. They never
That's what
saw
I'm saying.
Jordan play. If you were born after
They don't like LeBron.
if you were born after 1985, you did not watch Michael Jordan's second repeat. Nobody's gonna sit and listen to no 10-year-old tell them their basketball experience.
Yeah, you ain't even lying.
You don't
Right,
count. You have to at
Right.
least come on. Like even me, I was born in '81. Even I can't sit here and tell you when I was 15 that I can tell you my experience as a Michael Jordan fan watching him in '96. That's nonsense. It's all nonsense, bro. Let me address this guy here, Richard Bonds. Yes, this is GOAT James Kingdom, sir. And we do this every Sunday, and there's not a Zesty Jeffrey, including you, that can stop us. There's not a Zesty Jeffrey who will invite us onto their platform and prove us wrong. And even if you want to call us Zesty, I guarantee you will be more zesty than anybody else if you let GOAT James Kingdom up on any platform that you appreciate and you go watch. But since you're already here, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and run and tell them Zesty Jeffries, GOAT James Kingdom is running crazy and amok on these YouTube streets, and there's not one of you that can stop us.
GOAT James Kingdom.
Man, Adrian is all over the place talking out the side of his neck, man. I don't care if you're 52 years old or what. You ain't got to be younger or older than me to know common sense. I mean, goddamn, these guys be in their goddamn feelings like housewives, man. Like, what the fuck?
Look, you already said there was no debate whatsoever in '98. Yes, there was, sir. Yes, there was. In 1998, there was a debate.
Hey, see, you can't put your own foot in your mouth sometime, man. So
because in Danny in 1998. No, because in
They
1998,
talk out of the side of his neck, man.
Because in 1998, Danny was motherfucking 8 years old. That's why he couldn't read then. He was still trying to figure out how to write in cursive. He was still struggling getting C's writing in cursive. He can't read no newspapers. They don't know nothing. They don't know no history. They don't read. They don't know nothing.
Hey, Danny, let me make it worse for you. They don't even teach cursive in school anymore, so you ain't got to write cursive no more. So it's irrelevant now.
To answer your question there, Adrian, really fast, because he's basically doubled Jordan's prime, and I mean that's something that no one's ever going to do again. And when I say doubled, I mean that it's not that he's played like 10 or 11 or more, or it's not that his prime has gone on at least 10. It's just that his numbers haven't really dipped ever. And like I get it, 11 prime years to what, like 21 at this point. Even if you want to say he's not the defensive dynamo, but he's still out there competing at the high level. He's still a top 10 player. He's been a top 10 player for like his entire career at worst, especially like when he's last 3 years of his career. Like that's, to me, at some point that just outweighs what he might be lacking in what, like another MVP or something. Like to me, it outweighs all of the major accolades that Mike might have, because just the length and breadth of his career is so great at this point. And not just from he's playing just to get a paycheck. It's just he's consistently one of the best players in the league. And he's done so at a point where it's like, I played 10 fantastic GOAT years. Oh, great, this guy's played 20 of them. Like, I don't see the argument at this point, because it's just insane. Like, I would have to ignore that giant fact, and I can't do it anymore.
It's definitely not for a paycheck.
Had what, 21 GOAT years? Like, what is so hard?
I get it if LeBron was just. I get it if he was just putting up like 10 and 5 or whatever, and was just off the bench or was a complimentary piece. But he's consistently either been the best player in on his team for sure, and like a top 5 to 10 guy every single year. Obviously, the best player in the league, like the middle of his career. But no one's ever done that. No one, especially not for this period of time. It's just like, to me, it's insane. Like, and I get it, whatever, a couple extra MVPs, but it's just, to me, that doesn't outweigh the production, and it has nothing to do with totals at all. It's just being that productive for that long period of time, and that to me, that's more of a basketball thing than a voted on award.
I couldn't have
said more longevity stat arguments. Like, you take longevity
not
out,
longevity
LeBron's
stats
the
argument.
greatest ever. I mean,
I didn't use one. I didn't use one total there. King's speech, not at all.
want to know what is a longevity stat?
yeah. If
You're talking about
like if
totals.
like I guess accumulated stats. Like if you take that out,
And
LeBron
when
still
did longevity become a
greatest.
negative?
It's not.
When
It's a
did
positive.
longevity come? That's what I mean. Like people like,
Yeah.
oh, he only did it because he played so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Before people would talk about.
if I say, you know, what I mean, to me, I mean, some of you guys may disagree, but I feel like Jordan's peak and prime was slightly better than LeBron's. But if you take the totality of his longevity, LeBron's right there with Mike. You know, but like you said, I mean, that's just my perspective, my criteria. Now, if LeBron is able to win another championship, or if he keeps playing like this at elite levels, it's like a 1-1 thing for me, man. You can't really go wrong with either guy. You know, that's just my perspective.
I completely agree. And like this is like
Yeah.
the longevity thing. People were talking about whenever they said longevity, before LeBron was even there, they were talking about they weren't talking about like guys like Vince or Dirk or Robert Parrish or even Kobe. Like they were saying, oh, they were just playing and whatever, they're shells of themselves. But here comes this guy who's, you know, obviously you can tell where he's slowed down in some areas, but he's still putting up these you know, his prime numbers basically, and like
and that's unheard of. They say, what is LeBron doing special that Vince Carter or Robert Parrish or Karl Malone did?
or Mike? Yeah, it's just
You know what I
it's
mean?
like it's really just a crazy. It's redefining.
You're seeing it right here, but you're just denying it. You're just denying it. That's all.
It's redefining. It's redefining what it means to play, or if you want to say longevity, fine, whatever. But it is redefining that term.
Right. But then it's like again, like I said, they look at longevity as a negative thing now. But they didn't look at it when Kareem did it, or like I said, Vince Carter did it. So it's like
I don't care.
I mean, that's the knock against Kareem too. I mean, obviously a great player, but he was like the majority of the team success in his career came when he was washed, or basically, you know, obviously not a top 5 player in the league anymore.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get Juan Boy here. He's been sitting in the background for a while.
What's up, Juan Boy?
Salute everybody.
It was good, Juan Boy.
What's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Travis, B-Lee, King, John? What's going on, Blue Ball?
What's going on? What's crap?
Hey, man, it was bad watching yesterday for 2 reasons for me. One, because Austin Reeves was nowhere to be found in the first half. And Jaden, I'm watching this McDaniels kid offense get better on top of him still being an elite defender. So that's kind of crazy right now. I'm just hoping he ain't coming. Pardon me. I just hope he ain't coming into his own on the Lakers watch. But yeah, it was man. It was rough, man, because I'm watching. But also, I'm watching Rui not rotate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know, I see LeBron and Luka with the turnovers.
Rui got his ankles broken.
Yeah, I know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was. And I thought Ant-Man was about to flush on something down there. I was like, you can't. Please foul him. Because this is going to take the whole momentum over. And, you know, we got out to a hot start. We got out to a nice little decent start. And I also think with our lack of offense, that was even probably a little bit more reason for Vando to play a little bit more. Because when he was out there on the floor, you see him out there, he's scrapping, he going after, he making 2 good passes for open threes. Because you know he's not that much of a good finisher around the rim, even for somebody like 6'9", 6'8". You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta make some changes, man. Maybe even a little bit more. We got to see a little bit more Alex Len to give a little bit more girth down in that paint. Because Jackson Hayes played like he didn't even suit up.
I think they're gonna play small.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna play small more.
Who's going to be the big when you're running small?
LeBron.
You don't, but
Brian Rui.
That ain't gonna work because you could still go with Julius Randle at the 5 and there still be a mismatch with LeBron down there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes on most ends, especially when Minnesota has the ball, they killed us on the offensive glass. McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? The tip outs, and you know, and they scoring on the tip outs in the offensive boards. That's where they killed us at. They beat us in transition. We didn't get out in transition at all, and you know, man.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Juan boy. It's okay. It's still gonna be Lakers in 6,
Yeah.
man. Y'all
No,
sitting here
we said
worried.
Lakers in 5. No, we're still Lakers in 5. Know what I mean? But also I would like to tap on what Blue Bolt was talking about, you know, and then you was talking about you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like even if Friday on FYF was a perfect example why you need to go and do your own research. Never mind what he said, other than I'll say whatever just to win the debate. So you're not even bringing facts to the table. So you just thinking that you just got the fan base that's just gonna keep eating off of you. No, we're not doing that with GOAT. I mess with GOAT James Kingdom because they do not have to lie about basketball. We can watch it. We have stats, and if you can understand basketball with your eyes better than you can do with your ears, because most of you just keep coming with the same stuff, the 4 and 6. Jordan did less than 15 years. Yeah, but he did a lot more than 15 years too. Y'all talk about LeBron not making the playoffs in his first year. But how about LeBron, his first playoff series, he won more playoff games than Jordan did in his first 3 seasons. The Bulls was a 38-win team in Jordan's rookie year. Took 40 wins in his 3rd year. And now it's no coincidence that Scottie Pippen get there, they having more success. Y'all do the same. Oh, LeBron having more success because Wade got there, because he played with Wade. He played with a better player, so the outcome was better. So imagine if Jordan never. We saw what Jordan did without Scottie Pippen. You don't have to make excuses for it. You don't have to make excuses for anything that you don't see with your eyes. You haven't watched enough basketball to understand it. Half you guys can't understand basketball, let alone talk it. And if you don't understand it, you can't talk it. And if you're going out there listening to the people in the mainstream media and these guys with just big fan bases just yelling and stuff, you know these guys can't talk basketball when you're calling people out of their names. Stupid. Oh, you're this, that, and the third. You're everything but a basketball fan. That's all we are here. We're basketball fans. We don't go off of media narratives. We troll, but we can talk the game. We can talk players. We can talk stats. We can talk draft classes. Like I said, all this attention on Bronny James, the 55th pick. Nobody said a word about Reed Shepherd as the 3rd pick all season. You forgot he got drafted. He was the 3rd pick. How you forget about him? And Jordan was the 3rd pick. Melo was the 3rd pick. Have the same energy for everybody.
OKC after the first quarter is up 32-20.
Whoa.
World Breaker, what's up, y'all? He says, what's the topic right now? Right now, we just letting Juan Boy vent. As you can see, the Lakers did not get a chance to show out last night. And King Rose, stop coming over here with your nonsense, bro. All right, you said it went from 5 to 6. Who said that it was 5? Who said that it was 6? And in fact, who says it can't be 5? Motherfucker, it is Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Lakers in 5.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Lakers in 5.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Lakers in 5.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Lakers in 5.
Tyler Hero, superhero, guitar hero.
Lakers in 5.
You can have hard, you can have a par, you can get a garden.
Lakers in 5.
White side, back side, sunny side.
Lakers in 5.
Phoenix sun, Capri sun, the sun's about to set.
Lakers in 5. 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 Lakers in 5.
Who you gonna put on Luka?
That's why LeBron's trash. Trash. LeBron Ramon James Sr.? born December 30th, 1984 at approximately 4:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? The greatest human being blessed among us mere mortals? 4 rings, 4 MVPs, the league scoring record, and he got more records than MJ and Kobe combined. Loving husband and devoted father of 3. Don't you ever disrespect my basketball daddy, you understand me? You know what? Log off, uninstall the game, and tell your mama to ground you, cause your mouth is reckless. Go disrespect LeBron James. Oh, I cannot believe you. I hope you break your ankles next pickup game, little nigga. Lakers in 5. Baby! You disrespect LeBron again!
It's not Lakers in 5. It's Lakers in 7, probably. You think they're winning 4 straight games with no home court advantage? Bullshit.
They did it in the bubble twice.
This is a better team than any team they faced in the bubble.
Think they're better than that Houston team?
Yes. Especially defensively.
With Westbrook and James Harden.
You
Westbrook's
motherfuckers never
trash.
watched the Minnesota Timberwolves games all season talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I went to every one of them in person. I'm a season ticket holder.
I was always trolling. It's all good.
Yeah, always.
It's all
You guys really think Lakers of Adrian Knight? Lakers in 5? Really? No.
I think it's Lakers in 6, but I ain't gonna go against the quote.
Who we got the next round if we win?
Doesn't matter. Lakers in 5.
I think
doesn't really matter.
I think they're gonna play Houston.
Houston Rocket, court docket, empty pockets. Lakers in 5.
Yo, that was the first time I heard that joint too.
Let me tell you something. This tell you how big ESPN is, because he was doing it in Fox Sports 1. And it was going around a little bit when he was with Fox Sports 1, but when he got on ESPN, it's everywhere now.
Listen. You can get Stephen Curry. You can get Curry GOAT. Ain't no worries. Lakers in 5. Ain't no Lakers in 5.
No, it's going to be OKC in 4. All right, sorry. It's going to be 5.
No. I think you're right. I think OKC going to sweep Memphis.
Huh?
And I hope Cleveland sweep Miami.
They will.
Whoa.
That shit out.
Hey, listen. King Reed spoke. Listen, man. I am gonna keep that energy, man. Minnesota, baking soda, grape soda. Lakers in 5. Nigga, what you talking about, man? Huh?
And if the Lakers win in 6, he gonna be like, "I told you they weren't gonna win in 5."
Hey, what if Lakers lose tomorrow on Tuesday?
We win back-to-back games in Minnesota. That's it.
Yeah, be just another historical feat that LeBron.
Yeah.
All right, so let's run it down. Let's start with Brandon for today's game. So you got OKC winning today, Brandon?
They up 20.
They should beat Memphis pretty easily.
All right, and then Boston and Orlando, who you got?
Oh, Boston, of course.
All right, and I know you got Miami versus Cleveland. So who you got, Golden State or Houston tonight?
You gonna don't let them.
Nobody's picking the Heat. The Heat ain't picking themselves.
No, stop it, Brandon. Why are you doing this to me? All right. So what about you, John?
We'll go to the Rockets. Yeah, first game will go to the Rockets.
All right, John. Who you got? Boston or Orlando today?
I got Boston today.
You got Boston today?
Yeah.
All right, and then you got. Actually, I know you got my Miami Heat versus Cleveland. Who you got? Houston or Golden State?
I got Golden State today. I think Houston gonna win the series, and I got Miami getting swept. They're gonna win the same amount of playoff games.
0. Oh, that's fucked up. Travis. All right, Travis. Who you got? You got OKC today? No,
obviously OKC. Yeah.
No comeback from Minnesota.
No.
All right, and then you got Boston or Orlando.
I got Orlando, man.
You got Orlando? Oh, shots fired, Orlando.
Let's go.
Mad at that. I wanted to say it.
Let's go.
Yeah, they got
first big upset.
I like Orlando's chances today as well. And I know you got my Heat versus Cleveland. Who you got, Houston or Golden State?
Golden State. I mean, just too experienced with the Rockets.
Okay. And Wambo, I know you're still hurting about last night, but we still got some playoff games, man. So Who you
Yeah,
got? You got Orlando or Boston?
I got all the home teams except for Boston and Houston.
Oh, so that means you got Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got my Miami Heat winning. Okay.
No, I forgot about that.
No.
No, I said everybody but Golden State's gonna beat Houston and Orlando. I think Orlando's size in the front court is gonna be a little bit more problem with the length in the size. So I think they could still win in Boston. And plus I'm a Laker fan, so I want Boston to lose.
Y'all just disgusting.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that one.
Cleveland in 5, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Ben Carroll, hopefully he stay healthy.
No.
He will.
What's going to happen is that, like I told everybody and I told Chilltown, we jumped overboard. Forget you guys in your little playoff boat. We are floating in our own little waters, and we finna terrorize the East. We got sharks over here. We got stingrays. We got killer sharks and killer stingrays and electric eels. And once everybody jumps off the boat, they get struck by the Miami Heat. So we gonna win the playoffs. We making it all the way to
The Heat is already drowning. You already say they drowning.
we were drowning. We were drowning when it was a 10-game winning streak. But we like
cold ass Cleveland, man.
we like the blue people from Black Panther 2. We survived in the water. We come back like the blue people in Black Panther 2. What they were called in Black Panther 2? What were the people called? The people that lived in the water? Y'all remember Black Panther 2?
The Atlanteans.
What they call
the Atlanteans. That's right. We're the Atlanteans. We survived in any.
Cleveland's favored by 12.
It's Heat culture because we got Spoelstra.
There's no such thing as Heat culture. It was just LeBron James.
What is Heat culture? 37 to 45.
Ain't no more Heat culture shirts down there no more.
That's a real safe pick there, Mr. Bonds. Real safe pick. Boston will repeat. I bet you even had Boston winning last year. See, this is why we don't trust you, little zesty Jeffries out here.
Boston's just the perfect team. I hate them so much.
They're good. They're good. But they had an easy route to the finals last year. Remember, everybody got hurt in the East last year. Jimmy got hurt. Halliburton got hurt. Giannis got hurt.
Yeah, Julius Randle was hurt.
Nobody in the East stood a chance. Nobody in the East stood a chance versus Boston.
Giannis was hurt.
No, Cleveland has a chance.
Didn't Brunson get hurt in the playoffs last year too?
He did, yeah. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Like
that's how they lost to Indiana.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, that's that load management everybody be talking about.
Oh my God,
Thibodeau be putting on people.
Can we get an Indiana and Minnesota finals?
Darnell got Cleveland losing in 5. Shout out to you, Darnell. Appreciate that. Go James Kingdom member.
Darnell, I do not agree with you.
It's Indiana and Minnesota.
Cleveland 4?
Gonna work out
That's not even fair. That's not even fair, John. That's not even fair.
No game. When Tyler Hero on that fast break stopped and shot that 3-pointer, they should not have won a playoff playing game after that.
Well, it's not our fault that y'all been celebrating that Laker victory for over a month.
Lakers about to get swept.
It was 2 of them. Just so you know, it was 2.
It was. I know, but the second one was even better.
Yeah, it was.
The second one was even better. The NBA won't even let you play footage of that, boy. They strike you quickly if you play any footage of that one. That's the best play of the year. The craziest moment. Here we go. The Heat coach is fake. How's the Heat coach fake? When we beat Cleveland tonight, we'll see how much y'all saying this fake then.
You doing playback today?
Nah, I can't do playback for the Heat games, and none of the games they're all on national television, so there's no league pass. You really can't watch the game. It'll just be us coming together watching the game on our own. If y'all want to do that, we can do that.
I'm gonna go down and watch the Cleveland game and the Warriors game.
The Cleveland game and the Warriors game. Yeah, Adrian, he gonna win tonight. They're gonna win tonight. Tonight's gonna be the night. Exactly. That's our only chance. If we're going to get any game, it's going to be tonight.
So
I mean, they're playing with house money, right?
I see a sweep, man.
Damn.
Like how we do y'all in the play-in? Like how we do y'all in the play-in? Just sweep by?
What?
What?
You're right, it's not that. I've never been in Cleveland. I don't want to go to that shithole. It's all right.
Never?
Never. I mean, I'd visit maybe LeBron James museum. So
No, I've never been to Cleveland, and I've never been to LA.
LA, yeah, you're not missing anything. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've never missed the LA. I've never been to Cleveland, but guess where I've been? I've been to Biscayne Boulevard in June. I tell you that motherfucking much.
Would you
I'll
root
tell you
for the
that
Heat against the
motherfucking much.
Lakers, Jenny, if they met up in the final?
What? I'm definitely getting tickets. I'm gonna have to get tickets if the Heat and Lakers play in the
I
finals.
mean, who would you want to win?
I've been
the
in
Heat.
Grand Park 6 times though.
The Heat. What you mean? What kind of question
The
is that?
Heat.
The Heat. Yeah, the Heat. If the Heat face the Lakers in the finals, I'm rooting for the Heat. The Lakers got no chance.
Damn.
It's gonna be a real civil war on GOAT James Kingdom.
It would
Wow,
be.
Brandon already said the Lakers not a championship squad this year. He already said that. But he definitely not gonna be going for the Heat. That's for a fact. If the Heat and Lakers make the finals, Brandon is definitely not going for the Heat. That we know for a fact. We know that's a fact.
When did I say the Heat wasn't a championship squad?
Huh? You've always told me this.
No, I never said it once in my life.
What? Did the Heat not a championship?
I said this year they would have won it with Anthony Davis still if he was healthy, but hey, the dude hurt again.
Dude, he got hurt at the end of that playing game.
Oh, you talking about the Lakers? Oh, so you still feel the Lakers are a championship squad with Luka Doncic right now? The way he's playing, fat
Yeah,
man.
I never said that they wasn't. I said OKC was probably the better team in the West, but I'm rooting for the Lakers to win.
Yeah, OKC's not even gonna get past the Nuggets or the Clippers.
Damn.
I mean, that's what you think.
What?
But I believe OKC is better than those two.
OKC will obliterate the Clippers.
I mean, they have better team defense. They have better team defense. So
they do. Now I don't know. The Clippers got some really good defense.
They don't have better team defense than OKC. Look at the stats.
Yeah, they do. They're third in the league. They do. They're better than them.
I don't trust Harden for a full playoff run either.
Yeah, Kawhi's healthy too.
If I'm
slow
correct,
the game down in the half court.
The Clippers are top 5 in defense.
Chris Dunn.
I think if Kawhi get out the first round healthy, that's a championship.
Who?
If Kawhi get out to the first round, if he get out of the first round healthy, that's a championship.
Yeah, no, the Clippers are 4th and OKC is 3rd, Brandon. So OKC does have a better defense. They're ranked right above them.
I mean, if Kawhi get out the first round, there's no guarantee he get out the second round. So
that's what I'm saying. No, if Kawhi is healthy throughout the playoffs, yeah, they could definitely be OKC in that second round.
Interesting.
So
we're talking about the big if.
That's a big if. That's a very big if. That's a very big if.
Last time he was healthy throughout the playoffs was 2019.
Oh,
he wasn't healthy then. That's the problem.
He wasn't.
He wasn't healthy then. That's true too.
He ain't been healthy since 2014 playoffs.
Oh my God!
Did Kyle Jones play at all yesterday?
Who?
Kyle Jones for the Clippers.
I don't remember seeing him. I don't remember seeing him on the floor.
Yeah,
OKC on the 22-2 run.
You think of the Clippers and OKC, they kind of like the same team. Clippers got a lot of small guards. They don't have a lot of bigs. Nor does OKC for real. They're kind of like the same team. They got a big body and they got a tall, lanky dude. But Kyle Jones isn't nowhere as tall as
It's 55-22 in the middle of the second quarter.
Nobody's looking forward to this series. No one's looking forward to this series. Why are people lying? This is the most unimpressive series. Period.
Which one? The Grizzlies and the Thunder?
No stars.
No, you talking about the Heat.
No stars. Nobody who wants to watch them. If this series wasn't even on TV, nobody would complain.
I would complain.
You talking about Cleveland, Miami?
What do you mean? We got wait a minute.
Shots fired.
Wait a minute. We got Tyler Hero. We got Tyler Hero.
No one even knows who he is half the time.
He's an all-star. What do you mean? The 3-point champion. Most
nobody
knows
who that guy is. Yeah, nobody knows who he is.
Then you got. Don't forget about D. Mitch, right? The one that played
nobody even know who that is. They only know Donovan Mitchell. That's all they know.
Davion Mitchell, not Donovan Mitchell. Davion Mitchell.
I mean, nobody knows who he is. That's the problem.
Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, we know who
Yeah,
he is.
come on, nobody
And
know.
we
Nobody
got
cares about those guys.
you got Spider-Man over there. You got
You talking about
Spider-Man
AJ
on
That's
the
the
other
Wilson
only
side.
boyfriend?
person.
You talking
And
about
that's
AJ
the only
Wilson
person.
boyfriend?
Other than that, no one knows these guys. No
You
one,
got the
no one wants to watch
DPOY,
this series.
Coach of the
Nobody
Year.
wants to watch this series.
Hey, John, you talking
I'm
about AJ
sorry.
Wilson boyfriend?
Who?
You talking about
Yeah,
AJ
Agent
Wilson
Wilson.
boyfriend?
Agent Wilson's boyfriend. Imagine Agent Wilson's gonna be on the sideline.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's more popular than anybody on the Heat.
Andrew
Yeah,
That's
Wilson's
the
that's
fine as
problem.
fuck.
hey, Brandon. That's why I
She's the
said
most
AJ
popular on
Wilson
the Heat.
boyfriend. He
Yeah.
said,
Bam Adebayo. Okay, why are we on that 7?
AJ Wilson is some nice candy. We love that.
Yeah, silence.
You said
Silence.
what?
Why are we on that
You said
7?
what?
Prime time.
Because they have to put them on TV. That's
Because
why.
Cleveland's a
You could put us on
60+
that
win
1.
team.
You could have put us on that 1. Nobody wants to be at 1. Everybody at church right now.
Ain't nobody go to church and watch no man. Ain't nobody that
wait a minute.
that watch
They,
The
basketball.
NBA is our church.
they got to put the
Nah,
Miami Heat game
trust
as
me.
late as possible.
There's a lot of men right now trying to sneak their phone out to watch this game because they at church. They got no choice but to be at church right now.
They have it on their
Miami Heat
phones.
fans
Just watch it.
do not show up on time.
They're dancing
Miami
with
Heat
their ear
fans do not
parties.
show up on time.
Yeah.
You have a 1 o'clock
I mean,
game. That
Acting
statement
like
might be
mean,
empty.
like,
If there's
okay.
one day a brother gonna be at church because we all know we got that Easter suit. It's gonna be on Easter.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Easter NBA, the GOAT.
And the Miami
Of
Heat
all the
fans.
8 series, the Heat and the Cavs are last on the
Hey,
list.
hey, General asks who is Agent Wilson's boyfriend.
Oh
Me and Zero. We're dating.
Hey, Zero, it's Bam.
man,
That
damn.
tall,
They was messing with each
he
other
that
since
tall
like
dude
the
who played for
Olympics.
Miami. I think he played power
Yeah,
forward.
he's that tall,
He's
uncoordinated
a
dude.
5-time
on
All
the Heat.
Defensive Player. 5-time All Defensive Player. Bam Adebayo.
Dude, why doesn't the NBA just cut the WNBA and
He
save like
is
$50
like
million a year?
a bootleg version of Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
That's who he is. A
That's
bootleg
tax,
version of Anthony Davis.
that's a
played
tax
on the Olympic
deductible
team.
there, Travis. It's tax deductible.
That's
He
true.
played
It
on
is
the
very true.
Olympic team
50
too.
million they can write off. They can write off $50 million and write off all the
I'm
losses
trying
on top of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what series is worse than this series. I'm trying to think.
Lakers Wolves.
Memphis and OKC. Nobody
They
care about
have
those.
the MVP. They have the MVP. I don't want to hear that. They have the MVP.
Nobody
You
care
see,
about that.
everybody cares about the MVP. Like, man, is there a
I don't think
John?
so.
What's worse? What's worse than this?
Nothing.
What's
Nothing.
worse?
Nothing.
I think the worst series is
All
going to
right.
be this one, man. Grizzlies Thunder. That's going to be over in 3.5.
No, I'm
Okay,
being
but
real.
people
If they didn't
want
show
to see
nothing,
that
Who
play,
care
though.
about Milwaukee,
Who wanna see-
Indiana? Who want to see that?
Oh, they got Giannis.
they got Giannis.
They have a superstar. You
No,
talk
they
about
don't.
teams with superstars. You talk about
What you
teams
mean?
with
Tyler
superstars.
Hero's a goddamn superstar, man. Stop this shit.
Okay,
I'm not
well,
gonna allow this.
Dude, Indiana's America's
on the
team.
bench last year.
Jack Harlow made a song for Tyler Hero called Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero, man. Tyler Hero.
It's a Tyler Hero song out.
Herm, don't start your shit, Herm. I don't need you joining in any of these arguments, Herm. I don't need this shit today.
I
When
really
we
want to
beat,
know which series is
I
better than
can't wait
like
till we beat
this series.
Cleveland today.
I can't wait.
Wait till we beat
Dude, if
Cleveland
you guys
today.
beat Cleveland today, it will be like the biggest upset.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I should have said nothing about Miami getting swept because now the Lakers got blown out.
What you mean? We didn't get swept?
No, I said, remember what I was saying when we was on Friday? I was saying that the Miami was going to get swept and then we got blown out last night. So I would just leave it alone.
It would be
I
a
ain't gonna say
miracle
nothing
if
to the
he
Heat
went.
series on.
It'd be a miracle if the Heat win the game.
Y'all just hurt.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, Brandon, if this Miami Cleveland series wasn't on TV, nobody would even notice.
What?
I'm pretty sure they do. They like, what? It's a play-in game.
Nobody would even notice.
It's just scrimmage for Cleveland.
Hey, they see the final score on the on ESPN. It's like, damn, what time was that game? It just went off.
So my understanding is none of you motherfuckers gonna be watching my team beat Cleveland at 7. Is what y'all
Oh,
telling
I'm
me?
gonna watch that.
I mean,
I'll watch all
I'm
of it.
just saying, nobody wants to see the game. That's all I'm saying. Like, you have to be like fans of the team to want to watch that game.
I'm a fan. I'm gonna be watching.
I'm just saying, like, people turn it on
exactly.
playing, but if there's another play at the
All
same
joking
time,
aside, though,
watch
Cleveland,
Chicago PD while that game is on.
Okay, so
Cleveland
so
has
let's
been a pleasure to watch this season.
so let's do this. All right, so let's see on Monday. All right, they're not gonna play on Monday. Let's see if they play on Tuesday. All right, so Tuesday, they got us on NBA TV instead of TNT. Fuck you, Brandon. Tuesday game is 7:30. Tuesday game.
Playing, no matter what series, they
You
will
see guys
watch
on
the other
Roku.
game Cavs.
If
That's
it's
all
on
I'm saying.
if it's on NBA TV, I just hope don't nobody show up 5 hours before the game. Warm
You guys
up
about to be on Peacock after this.
They don't
I
warm
can't
up without a
stand
shirt on because it's unprofessional.
Well,
Be
it
on
doesn't.
Lifetime.
Damn, man! Oh my god. That's
They're
fucked
not,
up.
they're not even going to play the fourth game.
Huh?
They're not
Hey,
even
Yeah,
gonna
but
play the fourth.
we're gonna be up 3-0 then. We're gonna be up 3-0 then. Just cause all of y'all said nobody
He
was.
said
Hey,
3-0.
no, they should just put They should just put that Cleveland Miami series on Tubu.
Tubi.
Yeah,
Timu.
Tubi. Yeah, put it on Tubi, and you might.
Yeah. I always know. Like, what can they put that ball?
Man, no love for the Heat, huh?
Put it on
No love.
Tubi,
Never. I told you Brandon hate my Heat. Brandon hates my Heat.
On the Spanish channel. What's that Spanish channel, Dave?
Brandon, aren't you in Phoenix? What about your sons? Garbage.
Shout out to Mara, GOAT James Kingdom member, man. Thank you so much, sir. Happy holiday to you as well. Enjoy it. Don't be stealing the children's eggs today. Don't steal the children's eggs today, y'all. Stop cheating. Let the kids go out there and find their own eggs.
I'm stealing them all.
Stop cheating.
So it's I don't care if they
you
ever
do
put
your
it in.
egg hunting, just do it during the Cleveland Miami game. You ain't missing nothing.
Dude, can we get a Minnesota Miami series?
Absolutely.
What?
They not
Minnesota, Miami.
If you got a Minnesota,
Miami, Golden State.
If you got a Minnesota,
Miami, Lakers.
Finals, nobody will watch the NBA Finals.
I would do it every one of those games.
Why? They got a superstar. They got Jordan's son out there. They got Jordan's love son out there. His love child.
We love Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Mar. Nobody's concerned after one loss for the Lakers over here because, like we always tell y'all, it's still Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Lakers in 5.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Lakers in 5.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Lakers in 5.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Lakers in 5.
Tyler Hero, superhero, guitar hero.
Lakers in 5.
You can have hard, you can have a park, you can get a garden.
Lakers in 5.
White side, back side, sunny side.
Lakers in 5.
Phoenix Sun, Capri Sun, the sun about to set.
Lakers in 5. 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 Lakers in 5.
Who you gonna put on Luka?
Yeah, they got their ass kicked last night. It's all right though. It's all right. It's a series. You don't win one. You don't win the series after one game, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely don't.
Cleveland coach named coach of the year.
We got coach of the year in Cleveland.
Yeah.
What's his name? Kenny Atkinson.
Yep. Who else would it be?
Now, then he was Brooklyn's coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there the year they signed Kyrie and KD.
They kicked him out for Steve Nash.
They fired him for Nash, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, they win like 40 some odd games last year. Now they're like a 60-win team.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
With the same roster?
Same roster.
With the exception for what's the kid from Atlanta?
Hunter,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They pretty much got the
Yeah, but they were winning before they got him as well.
Yeah, they was winning before they got him.
They lost like 3 games. Like 3 and 50 and 30 before he got there.
That's like the exact thing that you want in a coach, right? Like, you just add the coach and like they're like, hey, be better, right? Oh, okay. Same roster, just everyone plays better. Everyone shoots at a way higher percentage. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, Darius Garland. The ascension of Darius Garland and Evan Mobley does help as well. Evan Mobley is a monster. He's especially on defense. He can do so much on defense. It's crazy. So, but I think the 2 big man lineups gonna hurt them in the playoffs. That's why we're gonna beat them because we got the 2 better big men.
You just ain't gonna be able to play them both. That's it.
Yeah, not for too long.
Bootleg Anthony Davis. I don't know how much that's going to help.
Milton's about to clamp down on.
Anthony Davis is in Cancun. I don't even know why we mentioning that guy. He's exactly where he
He's in
would
a hospital.
be. He's exactly where he would be without the GOAT in Cancun.
He got hurt again. Did you see that?
Private said he at the hospital.
Hey,
He is, dude. He couldn't even finish that game. He was injured.
did y'all see what
Yeah,
happened
40.
with
But, you know,
Did you see the way
it turned
he
out to
almost
be
when he was
a good
walking to
trade
the
because
bench?
Anthony Davis ain't been healthy since he got traded.
Hey,
His
Brandon,
body is shut down on him.
Did you see the way
Oh
Nico
my
was looking
god!
when he was walking to the bench?
Oh my god, that is crazy.
Oh yeah, Nico.
Looking like Scar from the Lion King.
Nico will give him the
Shit.
death eye, dude. That was hilarious. He's like, oh,
anybody
you
here?
couldn't.
Anybody see what happened with what's the name last night? DeMar DeRozan, the dude walked up on him in the
Oh,
restaurant.
yeah. And the dude.
Dude was wild for that.
Yeah, man,
dude,
he literally stuck the phone dead in his face though, like
With a flash, everything. Like, yo, bro, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like he had a camera crew behind him. The light was so bright, and the place had dim light. I'm like, oh man,
and the man just lost in the playoffs. He's really like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, trying to chill.
DeMar Rosen,
He talking about
whooped his
yo,
ass.
DeMar, they trying to kick me out. Yeah, because he's trying to chill. You know, you trying to be all up in his face. Get out of here.
They weren't even trying to kick him out. It was just him doing some stupid shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just for likes and views. Like, you motherfuckers are stupid walking up on people like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I went to a social media page. He trying to sell a book.
Yep.
He gonna get paid. He gonna get some money.
You mean Lakers get Jokic next year?
He was in an ambulance after everything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He played it all on video. I think that video might actually hurt him.
He put it all on. It doesn't matter if he was wrong or not. It doesn't matter. They're gonna settle out of court just to settle out of court. He gonna get a little something, just to shut him up, just to keep it out of raps. That's it. That's why these athletes avoid you motherfuckers. You niggas is weird as fuck.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers is weird as fuck. Y'all are some weirdos, bro. That's some weird shit to pull up on a man like that. You could even talk to him before you did that. Like, hey, you know, I'm a content creator. I don't mean to bother you. Would you mind if I do a quick video with you or whatever? You know?
Yeah, but they don't think because they don't act like men. Everybody that be doing they don't act like men at all. Men don't lie. You know, they don't got to bend the truth. You know what? You just got to be honest with it.
And you know, and the worst part about it is he was in a sushi bar. You know he didn't want to be there. His girl probably made him go there, so he was already mad to be there in the first place. You can't walk up on no man at a sushi bar. No man want to be at a sushi bar.
That's true. Fucking hate sushi.
I ain't never had sushi. I can't even tell you about like I had it.
Me neither.
I guarantee you, any man that's at a sushi bar is on a date with a woman. Ain't no man at no sushi bar with his homeboy. You never hear no dude say, "Let's go to the sushi bar together." You ain't never heard no shit like that in your day in your life.
Yeah, we don't even DoorDash sushi.
There ain't no shit a day in my life.
Wow, they're down 30 already. Yeah, LKC is not effing around with their food.
When I last checked, Travis, they was on the 22-2 run.
Jesus. Well, they got no one who can stay in front of SGA or Lou Dort.
That's where they missed Dylan Brooks. That weekend that Dylan Brooks OKC where the Lakers beat them. You know, Houston and LA only held them to 2 free throws.
What happened to Smart? Did they trade the Smart away?
Yeah,
Marcus Smart, yeah.
He went to Washington, right? They traded him to Washington?
Yeah, I think it was Washington.
Yeah.
They said Marcus Smart and Chris Middleton.
Hey, you think Austin Reeves wins most improved player?
He should be a candidate, but I don't think they're going to give it to him.
He was pretty good last year, but
Darius Garland, I know a bunch of people.
Garland, Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
maybe Jalen Williams.
Yeah, maybe.
Damn, they up by 30. 66-36. Lord have mercy.
Smoked.
Yeah, man.
Everyone saw it coming, though.
And this how the series going to look for the most part right here, man. That's exactly how it's going to look.
How the Cleveland-Miami series is going to look, too.
Yeah, I mean. I don't see why I won't, man. I mean, if y'all want to pull up on Tubi and let's all watch it together on Tubi and just
Y'all say one more shit about my heat. I end the whole goddamn stream. One more, you can say one more shit. Can I say one more shit about
Just
my
came
heat?
in June. It's fine.
Shout out to you, Richard, man. Appreciate you again, man. Listen, we out here doing what we do best. We talk the game of basketball. Yes, LeBron is the GOAT, but we still talk the game of basketball. That's how we do it here in GOAT James Kingdom. We go live every Sunday noon Eastern time right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. You hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you, sir. We're going to continue to do big things around here and continue to grow our content. So we appreciate you there, man.
hey,
No
face
doubt.
who the face.
Huh?
Edie is a non-playable character. Yeah.
Well, he's a rookie. I mean, what do you want Edie to do? I mean, what do you want him to do?
He does his job. I mean, he gets out there, he dissuades shots, he gets boards, whatever. He can't score for shit, but you know.
He can't pass. I saw that the other day. He was messing up a lot of passes trying to get out of those double teams.
He gets stripped a lot too. He needs to watch the ball. It's crazy.
Yeah, because it's different in this NBA. When you put that ball on the floor as a big man, there's dudes that can get up on you.
There's hands.
You know what I'm saying? They can get up on you. So you got to be able to pass and move, make a move quick, do something. He's learning.
He should work with Zach Randolph this offseason with some quick post ups and just do some work with him and watch some film with him to see what he can do better. I think he should really work with Zach Randolph this offseason.
Should find Hakeem, go work with him.
Everybody's who is Hakeem? Hakeem working with somebody already.
He's always working with some.
Oh, sorry, he was just somebody. He worked.
You got 50 grand. You got Hakeem attention for the summer.
Did you see where they wouldn't let Hakeem go to the Rocket celebration or whatever? Like they
wouldn't let him on the floor.
Yeah,
the celebration. Yeah,
you didn't know, bitch. I'm a top 5 player all time.
They know who he was. So if they didn't know who Hakeem
Brandon says that Hakeem is overrated. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people have overrated him recently. I don't know what made. I think to be honest with you, I think the Jesse Jeffries needed somebody to prop up in the '90s because everybody kept talking about how weak it was.
Anyone who says okay, like good translations, you don't know basketball. If you're saying Hakeem's overrated, he's not overrated. He's underrated, if anything.
They overrate his rank. They put him as a top 10 player, and he's definitely not.
He is a top 10 player, at least.
I don't know how.
I believe you. You don't know how.
Is that true? Mars was on playback crying because he was on playback TV. I mean, because he came back on FYF. He was the one who called Lamont out and starts crying.
Who is Mars? What happened to him? I heard about that.
You don't know who Mars is? He's on Player's Choice.
What, he just get destroyed?
No, recently they had during the March Madness they had a debate tournament, and Mars was obviously one of the debaters, and they asked Lamont to be one of the anonymous judges, and one of the debates that Lamont judged for Mars, he had Mars losing all 3 rounds, and Mars was like livid about it, like he was upset. He went on a whole tirade about how he would disrespect Lamont. He would love to know who that judge was. He's a complete idiot, blah, 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 blah. So Lamont made himself known. Like, I was the one who voted that. And if you want to, you can step up to me. And Lamont did a live on it yesterday, if I'm correct. Or the day before yesterday. I think it was, Friday?
It was Friday night. Wasn't you on that line?
I told the line afterwards. It was Friday. Yeah.
It was Friday.
It was Friday.
What?
And then he went.
So he just couldn't take the criticism.
He went to playback to talk about, him because Lamont. It's hard to deal with Lamont. Lamont don't let you speak sometimes, so it's hard. You know how this deal. You know how this dealing with Lamont.
That's true.
Lamont's gonna make sure you stay on topic. You're not gonna veer off. Especially when you try him again. You called him out. You got to deal with him, like you said. Come to FYF. Lamont will go on PC. He would. He's been on there before already. So.
At the same time, if you put yourself in that situation, you got to know that you got to be prepared to take the salt,
Yeah, we got to see that, Carson. Appreciate you. I'm gonna go look for it because I do follow PC, so I'm gonna see if I can find the clip of him snapping.
I don't like the way your boy called Rich Paul a bootlicker.
He said you're a bloody imbecile.
And Travis, it make it even bad because Mars won the debate. He acting like Lamont was the only judge when they said it was 3-0.
Yeah.
He won the debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. I thought he lost the debate, but he actually won the debate, and he was still mad at Lamont.
He still crashed out. But you
Oh,
know,
so he just couldn't take the one guy, huh? Who was
And come to find out, the stat that we were talking about is purely a defensive stat.
yeah, and the debate was about offense.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go watch that debate.
I will watch that too.
Lamont had it on. Lamont played it back on the live.
Yeah, he did.
The talking points.
The first debate was who's the most important offensive player, or who's the most important player for the Cavaliers offense. So Mars chose Donovan Mitchell, and the guy Jordan chose Darius Garland. So in the middle of all of this, Mars was trying to use analytics that nobody ever heard of, something called defensive matchup difficulty.
That's stupid.
Percentile. Yeah. Matchup difficulty.
He put a percentile on it because I guess it goes by percentile. But he said some crazy thing about how Donovan Mitchell has is in a 98th percentile in defensive matchup difficulty, which everybody.
It's kind of disingenuous though, because you don't have the same matchup the entire game. You know, it's like there's I don't know. Especially when you're shooting.
See, Travis, how quick it took you to call Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're all listening to this shit. We're all like, what is he talking about?
Yeah,
but like you said, he usually don't go outside his platform to where nobody's gonna fact check.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas. He said I've never.
Gilbert even said it. He said I've been to all type of scouting reports. I've been to all type of. I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
and then what you expected.
And then the second debate that I heard was him debating who was the coach of the year. And this guy had the Cleveland Cavaliers coach as the coach of the year, I believe. And Mars had Dagenau, the guy who's the coach for OKC, as the coach of the year. And he was using analytics. Like, he said something about relative net rating to some degree, and I think he used it wrong. So Lamont's channel is a debate channel. Like, that's all they really do is debate. So he has a very strict way of judging you in the debates. Like I said, I went over there. John will tell you it's not easy over there. It's like they have a way of thinking how you should debate. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the way Lamont has it. So when Lamont's judging you, he's really not judging on what you're saying. He's really judging on what you're using. Like, if you're going to use the right information. So what Lamont's thing is that he's not using actual tangible stuff to support his take. He's basically taking tangible stuff or stuff that's not tangible and making takes off of that. Like, he's basically he's basically using analytics to argue analytics. He's not using analytics. Yeah, Gil's right here too. Shout out to Gil, who's in the building. Peace and blessings, brother. He said, yes, Mar tried to say guarded by matchup difficulty, but that's still defensive stat. It's on Google. Exactly. It's still on Google. So he still tried to use a defensive stat that he claimed he tried to use it offensively, but he was completely wrong as well. And then I forgot what the third one was, but Lamont had him losing all three debates, and that was what tipped Mars off.
I have a question. Hey, Gil, if you're out there, whose boots do I have to lick to get you on the show, man? Like, come on. Like, just one time.
I mean, he got so many things. He out here losing in Madden tournaments. Out here playing Call of Duty. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, the other day, right? They had on Gil. Shout out to Gil show, man. They show is hilarious. When Brandon Jennings went off, they had an Easter egg hunt, and Brandon Jennings found the LeBron doll. He didn't want to put the LeBron doll down. He didn't know what to do with it. He was like, "Nah, I gotta hold on to this." He was like,
"No." Gilbert won a doll, and I think Brandon Jennings won something. And he was able to get the LeBron doll from Gil. So he said, "Okay, I want the doll." So he got.
I want the doll. Yeah, he wanted the doll. I ain't gonna lie. I went looking for the doll. I couldn't find the doll. I'm lucky. If the doll had been sitting right here next to me today, if I'd have found me a LeBron doll, I'll tell you that much, man.
A LeBron doll.
Yeah, man.
I got some LeBron action figures over here, but I don't have the LeBron doll.
Nah, I want that one. That was $75 today. That bitch gonna be worth a couple of grand in a couple of years. That bitch gonna be worth a lot more than 50. Shit. He go here. Peter Bag Juice in the building, another GOAT James Kingdom member. He says VORP isn't on any scouting report either, but y'all use it in debates. Come on now, y'all doing too much now. When do we use VORP? Y'all the ones who doesn't bring up analytics.
You talking about Brandon? Well, you talking about when Brandon come up here?
Peter, VRP isn't really anything that we hang our hats too much on. It's just kind of a canvas of your entire career. Look at the top VRP leaders all time. They all played like at least 17 or more years. It's like a complete longevity. So obviously it has to do with your domination, but it's not like indicative of.
And on top of that, at least
Yeah.
VRP is available on Basketball Reference for free.
That's true.
This man brought up a stat that you got to pay us some obscure website membership for you to know some stat that they can't even really explain to you. Matter of fact, when Lamont explained it to him, they use either or scenario. They use an either or scenario to determine this percentile. They have their own formula to degrade a certain difficulty matchup. But if that don't work well, they'll use some other metrics. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Like it's a silly thing. Why you guys just can't talk the stats? I don't get it. I don't understand why saying Donovan Mitchell averaging 27 and doing or whatever 23, 24 he was averaging this year is enough to say he's offensive importance. Or you can do exactly what Jordan did. Jordan broke down why Darius Garland was the reason why the Cavs were a better offense and all that other stuff. He broke down how all his drives to the basket and how it creates shots, how he leads them in assist baskets made per game, and how he's all this. Like, he broke down real analytics, real stats, tangible stuff that you can go look up right on NBA.
I gotta go watch that.
Yeah, it was a good debate.
He broke it down because he was mentioning that with Donovan Mitchell on or off the court, Cavs are pretty much the same team.
Yeah,
with
and then
Garland off the court, the production drops. That was a great point that he made.
Yeah. And again, then you use these stats, and then if nobody does it, all of a sudden don't know these stats, you're supposedly not a basketball fan enough. You're either too stupid or not, or too much of a casual to know what defensive matchup difficulty is.
I don't know what the hell that is either.
Or guarded by defensive matchup. Nobody knew what that shit was. What threw me off? Fuck that he said that shit. What threw me off was the 98th percentile. I said, how do you judge a 98th percentile in difficulty matchup? Like, I don't get that.
Travis, he said that when I came on earlier and said people talking about they'll say anything to win a debate, that was him. He said that out of his own mouth.
Sounds about right.
That. I'm like, oh, see, that's now. I don't even want to waste my time.
And you know me, I'm all for the smoke because the last two times I went on PC, they didn't allow me to expose them like I was supposed to be exposing them because they just a bunch of. Again, it's like I said, it's a fraternity over there.
He just did it himself, though. You didn't want to expose. He just exposed himself.
They be trying to jump you when you're over there, Johnny.
I don't know what for. They can't talk defense. For one thing, they can't talk defense over there for nothing in the world. That's factual. They can't talk defense for nothing over there. And most basketball channels can't talk defense because they think defense is hand checking.
Yeah, most people. If you have a defensive conversation with most, they don't even know what that means. I had somebody tell me because LeBron didn't make the all defensive team, he don't play defense anymore. I said so. Mm-hmm. So it's only 10 spots. So the rest of the league don't.
That's
play.
It.
Okay.
LeBron still plays defense. I don't know where that myth came from. Like, he still plays defense.
We know where the myth came from. It came from the myth who
That's
said
true.
he wasn't
We do know. We do know where.
He was being Julius Randle. Julius Randle couldn't get nothing with LeBron on the back.
As somebody said on the other night, on Friday night, they were saying that the Heat won against the Bulls because Tyler Hero was facing a 16% defensive matchup difficulty percentile.
Oh God,
that was hilarious.
John don't like that. John don't find that funny though. John
I sure
Well, Zero, the only reason they say that about LeBron is because his defense was so freaking high when he was in his absolute prime, and like he's just playing like regular defense. Like he's not. He was like the best defender in the league, arguably or in top 5 for like 6 straight years at least.
Yeah. Now, mind you, we all sitting here making fun of Mars for using this silly stat and this obscure stat, but he was trying to make fun of me for using points per game.
Making fun? Oh, that's dumb.
Points per game is dumb. That's so stupid. Why would you go by points per game? You would have to go by rating. That's why there's rating. And they let you.
British people don't know anything about the NBA. No way.
Listen, he's a basketball fan, so he's allowed to have his take. My problem is don't be so snobby and snooty about it. Don't think that you know more basketball than somebody else because you watch it and you have a little circle of people that nobody challenges you.
Are you sure it wasn't Brandon Cass?
Running around here talking about Amen Thompson.
British guy on Facebook.
It got so bad that Brandon Cass said he don't even start his argument with analytics because he came on the FYS. I was like, oh, he finally said something that made sense.
That's a lie. Because as soon as he starts
As
losing,
soon as you said that, he started
yeah,
going off.
he'll bring up
Throwing
some
up his numbers.
he'll bring up plus minus for SGA for why SGA is the league leader for the MVP.
That's such a stupid stat.
Yeah,
Ain't it?
so
It's,
it's all right.
it's halftime. It's
Dude, I
68.
wouldn't even put SGA third, or I put him third in MVP next to Giannis and
But
Joker.
I'm definitely gonna go look for that Mars crash shot because I know Lamont got him upset because Lamont doesn't let you speak, and that can get you upset when you're trying to say something. People cut you off, and Lamont kept cutting him off. But again, Lamont's gonna let you speak though. He will let you speak. You just gotta answer his question and stop trying to, like he said, trying to re-debate it because you didn't say that when we heard what you said. You didn't say it as an offensive stat. It sounded like a defensive stat, and it still was a defensive stat. And then you use numbers in the coaching ones that were wrong too. Like he said, you were just saying that he was the best coach because of all the great things that OKC has done, but you wasn't explaining why he was the reason that they were doing all those things.
Y'all just brought up Brandon Katz, and he's in
Oh
the chat.
shit!
Yeah, there he goes. That didn't age well. Of course, it aged well. The Lakers' defense was not the problem yesterday. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. It's the Lakers' offense.
You think Anthony Davis would have made a bit of difference yesterday?
No, how did he make a difference? What difference did he make against Dallas versus Memphis? Was getting blown out right now. Like,
Probably, if he was playing with LeBron, he'll probably made a difference.
Of course, yeah. If he's playing with LeBron, everybody makes a difference when you're playing with LeBron. Everybody looks great playing alongside the GOAT. That's a fact.
I'm looking at this 70-36. It do not look good.
Man, they even got 50. What quarter?
No,
I would love Brandon Katz. I'm gonna put because I know Brandon Katz is always gonna come live. I'm gonna put the link up for you. Explain to us how Anthony Davis was gonna prevent Nas Reed from hitting all those 3-pointers he hit yesterday. I would love to hear this.
80 would have been fodder.
He would have got him in foul trouble. That's what he would have done.
He would have got Nas Reed in foul trouble?
Yeah, got his ass in foul trouble, dunking all over him and blocking the shot. Blocking the threes, too.
Blocking the threes.
Run out there blocking threes. Right? Yeah. Yep, you're right about that. You're right about that.
Nas Reed is going to be MVP of that series if that keeps saying on.
Oh, here he is, y'all. Let's bring him up. Let's see what Brandon Katz got to say. Go ahead, Brandon. We listen.
Good afternoon, Brandon. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, so I made the point yesterday. The Lakers cannot defend with Reeves and Luka on the court when they have no rim protector. So what you're missing, and you missed this in the discussion on Friday, you're missing it again. The only reason why Reeves is playable in the playoffs against the best offensive teams in the NBA is when he has a rim protector behind him. That's what common sense says, and that's what the data says. Here are the facts. You can debate with me, have your own opinion. You can't debate facts. When the Lakers play Reeves and Luka together and Hayes is off the court, so the Lakers have no rim protector, and the Lakers have to take Hayes off the court for spacing. They usually don't even play him in the fourth quarter because he hurts spacing, he hurts their offense. So when Reeves and Luka play on the court and Hayes is off the court, the Lakers have no rim protection. The Lakers' defensive rating is 119. It is literally as bad as the Utah Jazz. It's one of the worst defensive ratings in the NBA. So with AD on the court, the Lakers have multiple options. They can play matchup zone, but also the Lakers can defend the way they defended Golden State in the second round in 2023, which is they can run Minnesota off the three-point line, which was the problem last night, and funnel everything to AD as a roamer, which you guys miss. You always talk about AD's one-on-one defense. AD has never been a great one-on-one defender. He's one of the all-time great help defenders, roamers, and rim protectors. The entire Laker defense was structured, and this is the same thing Dallas did with Gafford and Lively. You cannot defend with Luka on the floor if you don't have a rim protector to funnel the action to. The Lakers cannot play Hayes on the court for offensive purposes, and when they take Hayes off the court and they have two negative defenders in Luka and Reeves is a negative defender on two levels. Not only does he not move his feet well, he's only 195. So against 250-pound Randall, he gets cooked. Against Edwards, he gets cooked. Against Jaden McDaniels, he gets cooked. The Minnesota Timberwolves were not hunting Luka last night. They hunted Reeves. And Reeves without a rim protector behind him is fucking cannon fodder.
They was killing us with the threes. What is all of
Dude, I
this?
kind of want to get Brandon's playoff prediction.
Brandon, you said don't debate you because obviously you lie. Please tell us, where did you get this 119 rating when Austin Reeves is on the floor with Luka and Jackson Hayes is not there? Where is that available for us to see right now?
Okay, so I'll put the link in the chat. It's on-off numbers from above the rim.
Where did above the rim get these numbers from?
It's just a basic net rating. It's defensive, offensive rating, net rating with players on and off the court.
How did they determine it when Jackson Hayes wasn't on?
It's also not like everything. It's also common sense. The reason Luka are both
I'm not asking you for common sense. You said to argue the fact. I need the fact. I need to know, where exactly did this place go get these numbers from? Where did they actually acquire the numbers? Because they had to get it from somewhere. Where did they acquire the numbers that show that when Jackson Hayes is off the floor and Luka and Reeves are on the floor, that the Lakers' rating is 119? And
it's just a basic. Hold on, it's just a basic net rating with them on off the floor. But when I'm off the panel, I'll drop the link in the private chat.
No, drop it here now. You're here now. Drop it in the link now. We want to see.
I don't have it pulled up in front of me. I said I'll put it.
That's a lot.
But I'll put it in the private.
I know
chat.
you claim you can do what you want to do, but you lied. So that we're not going to debate your lie.
Hold on.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Question. Okay, can the Lakers defend Minnesota with Reeves and Luka on the court and no rim protector? Yes or no?
Yes, they can.
Oh, come on, you're so fucking delusional. They're absurd. Wait. So who can Reeves guard on Minnesota? Can Reeves guard Edwards? Can he guard Randall? Can he guard McDaniels? Can Reeves guard any of those three players? Yes or no?
He can guard McDaniels, yes.
No, he can't. McDaniels fucking shot 90% from the floor against him. He can't guard anyone. You are delusional. You're that parade little emoji.
When he should have get. Oh, wait. Are you sure you want to go this route?
The Lakers
are you sure you want to go this route?
The Lakers are going to be in Cancun. The Lakers are going to be in Cancun.
Are you sure you want to go this route? Are you sure you want to go this route, sir? Sir, are you sure you want to go this route? Are you sure you want to go this route? Are you sure you want to go this route? Because all you do is lie. I keep telling you. You said that you can't debate me. And you definitely can't debate none of the facts that I present. That's a fact.
You didn't present it. Wait, first of all,
I will present it. I am going to present the fact. I will present the facts to you right here, sir. I will present the facts to you right here. This is Jaden McDaniels' first basket. Let me make sure that I got it up here. Oh yeah, it is up here. This is
primary defender on.
Here goes Jaden McDaniels' first basket. Where's Reeves at? That's not on Austin Reeves. Where?
You showing
where? Show it to us. Okay, that's his first basket. Where is it on Austin Reeves? Where was Austin? That's not on Austin Reeves. That's Jaden McDaniel hitting a three-pointer. That wasn't on Austin Reeves. That's his second basket. I'm showing you all his shots. Just shut up and listen. Here we go again. Where is him? Okay, this is him on Austin Reeves. Here we go.
That's on Reeves.
That's not bad defense. But that's not bad defense.
Again.
No, wait. But that's not bad defense. That's not bad defense. He guarded him. He was on him. He made a tough shot, which happens in basketball. That's one of his shots. No,
okay,
no.
Wait, hold on.
Johnny, nothing. No. Simple question. Wait, I'm waiting to see this here. Here we go again. Jaden McDaniels. Here we go. Getting the rebound. Right? That's on Austin Reeves. There you go. You can say he did that on Austin Reeves because he got that rebound on Austin and he laid it up right on Austin. So there you go, right there. That's him dominating Austin Reeves right here. Here we go again.
Who did Minnesota hunt the most on defense? Was it Reeves or not? And that was Reeves again.
Yeah, yes, there you go, right there. But that wasn't on Reeves right there. He missed that shot on Reeves.
You're just cooking yourself with this video.
Here we go again. Here we go. Wait. Here we go again. He only scored on Reeves one time. Here we go. This is Reeves getting cooked by Anthony Edwards.
That's not true.
He said he cannot guard. He can't guard. That is true. That's what we're watching.
Okay, let's watch him defend Edwards.
Okay, yeah, Edwards just got to the basket.
Oh, look, you pulled the clip where Edwards was about to cook.
Here we go, right here. This is on transition. Here we go, boom. This is transition. This has nothing to do with Austin Reeves. That's on transition. We're showing you all Jaden McDaniels shots, sir.
He's literally cooking Reeves on that play.
No, he's not. This is Austin Reeves, right? Austin Reeves is not sticking him. This is Jaden McDaniels scoring. We showed you. You have 2 baskets on Austin Reeves. 2 baskets out of the 11 he made so far. Look. Where is he sticking Austin Reeves? They're in the zone. Where?
He just got cooked again.
That's in the zone. That's over.
Reeves just got cooked again right there.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That is over right there over Hachimura.
No,
Hachimura
he went by Reeves. Reeves couldn't stay in front of him.
Hachimura is sticking that.
I feel bad. You're just barbecuing yourself with this.
No,
video.
I'm not, because I'm just you're not video nothing. You haven't because you're lying. Here we go again. This is not this is Austin Reeves on Julius Randle. Where is he sticking? This is McDaniels. Where is it Austin Reeves' fault? Where?
There's Reeves in the wrong place again.
That wasn't his man. Again, you are a liar.
Known he was in the wrong place.
You didn't watch no other basketball games. You're a liar.
No, wait.
You didn't watch none
is Reeves a good defender? Yes or no? Ajani, is Reeves a good defender? Yes or no?
Yes, he's a solid defender.
You're saying Reeves is you think Reeves is a positive defender?
Bro, Reeves is definitely a good defender.
Is Reeves a positive defender? Yes or no?
Reeves is a positive defender. The Lakers have a top 10 defense with Austin Reeves playing the most games in the NBA season.
This is delusional.
Because again, I'm not going to debate you and your nonsense because you don't have no facts. You have yet to bring up any factual documentation of anything you just said here. You sat here and lied, said that J.D. McDaniels went off for all these points when we saw him only get 3 baskets with Austin Reeves guarding him out of the 11. We just watched it. You don't have no footage, no evidence, no nothing. All you do is lie. That's all you do is lie. Just like we do in GOAT James Kingdom. Cook you.
Oh, he ran, huh?
No, he can continue to lie. No, he didn't run. I got him here. He can continue to lie. Go ahead and continue to lie.
Brandon, we watched the game yesterday, yo.
You guys are delusional. Minnesota was hunting Reeves on every play. And I made this point before. Reeves struggles on 2 levels defensively. He doesn't move his feet well, and he's under 200 pounds. Randall's 250, cooks him. Edwards is 225, he cooks him. Even Jaden McDaniels cooked him. The reason, I made this point before, Reeves was only playable with Luka when they had a rim protector. And Jackson Hayes' minutes have gone down from 25 a game to under 15. Jackson Hayes has played less than 15 minutes a game in 7 of the last 9 games. And when Jackson Hayes is off the court and Luka and Reeves are on the court, you want to know what happens? Look at the Bulls game. The Chicago Bulls, who, by the way, don't have Michael Jordan anymore, dropped 50 on your team. Minnesota cooked the shit out of your team. OKC in the second matchup dropped 126. Memphis cooked the shit out of your team. Indiana cooked the shit out of your team. You cannot defend with Luka, Reeves, and no rim protector. Your take that the Lakers didn't need AD was dumb, and it's been exposed.
They lost to OKC after Luka got ejected. You didn't mention that.
No, you lost OKC because you gave up 126 points.
And we blew them out by like 30. You forgot to mention that.
Right.
He says whatever he wants. And like I said, the Lakers defense has been better without Anthony Davis, as they have been top 10 in actual defense without Anthony Davis, while Anthony Davis has not been on the roster. So since they lost Anthony Davis, they have been a better defensive team. That is fact. Yeah, get out of here. You can get out of here all you want to. It's not mutual. It's my turn to speak. I just let you sit there and lie. Brought up a whole bunch of nonsense about Jackson Hayes only playing 17 minutes and only not playing 25 minutes per game when Jackson Hayes barely played because he was hurt these last few games. So all you're doing is lying. That's all you're doing is lying. The Lakers, you're not going to say nothing when the Lakers only, in that same span, when Jackson Hayes only played 12 minutes and OKC scored 99 points. You're not gonna do that when Jackson Hayes played 13 minutes and the Dallas Mavericks only scored 97 points. You're not gonna bring up those games. You're not gonna bring up when they played against the Houston Rockets and Jackson Hayes had 14 minutes and the Houston Rockets only scored 98 points. You're not gonna bring up that because you're a liar. You bring up numbers. Nobody can go look up some obscure number from some obscure site. When he said above the rim said that that's the rating. He's a liar. That's all they do is lie. So you can get up out of here all you lie you want to. At the end of the day, who's in the playoffs? The Lakers are. Who had win 50 games? The Lakers did. Who didn't make the playoffs? The Dallas Mavericks. Where's Dallas Mavericks defense? He has all the defenders to go help him over there. He has Max Christie, he has Gafford, he has Lively. How great has the Mavericks defense been with Anthony Davis? Get the hell out of here. You are a liar. You didn't post no link. We don't want no obscure stat from some obscure site that you can't even tell us where they found these numbers from, because those numbers don't exist. There's no way you're going to find out how many times they play without Jackson Hayes on the floor. because you don't know that. And those are all facts. He said, I cited specific. No, you cited fake numbers. You can cite numbers. So did Mars. So did Mars. Mars cited a 98 percentile. That was a lie. You guys cite numbers that nobody want. We didn't mute you. How can we mute you if somebody's going to say you was cooking? How?
Hey, what's
you
up,
got your take off,
man?
What's good, Peter? Shout out to Peter, GOAT James Kingdom member.
What's happening, man? So you know what? You know why I called up here?
Yeah, why you called
T-Perfect, what it do? What it do, brother? Hey, man. I just want to know what the rules of engagement are when it comes to these debates, man. Like, what's accepted? What's the standard? Because before, when I was listening, I was told y'all don't want to hear the barbershop talk, the killer instinct, and who wanted it more, and who was intense, and you got to have some sort of numbers and something objective to kind of buttress your point, your talking points, right? But at the same time, niggas don't really want to hear all that Socrates philosophies and hypotheses shit with the VORP and the PR and the on and off and the differential and coefficient. And so what we doing? How we gonna hash this out? Like how do we formulate arguments then to communicate what we seeing with our eyes?
Because you gotta stop lying. Stop using the numbers.
No, I ain't talking about the lying part.
I'm gonna explain to you how. I'm gonna take it out. All right. So as an example, when Jordan fans say Jordan is the most efficient player in NBA history because of PER, that's a lie. When Brandon says VORP doesn't matter because LeBron James never played in the system, that's a lie. That's the point. You guys don't use this number. When Mars uses the defensive matchup difficulty percentile and an offensive argument, he's wrong. He's a liar.
See,
when this man says that Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic on the floor together without Jackson Hayes has 119 defensive rating, he's lying. That's a lie. That number doesn't exist.
I don't know about all that. But this is what I'm gonna say.
But that's what we're telling you. That's what we're telling you.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Buddy though. I want to do my dollar. You feel me? So this is how I'm gonna start doing. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back to the barbershop then. This is how I'm a structure and formulate my arguments. You feel me? Because you know what I realized, T-Perfect? I realized you gotta know your audience, dog. You feel me? And I'm not trying to sit up here trying to act like I'm goddamn Plato or some shit, but I was explaining to Buddy them, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, right? That because they was asked about the percentile thing, right? So I was telling them, okay, the league got 450 players, right? The NBA first team is 5 players, right? 5 over 450 is 1 out of 9, right? So that's basically the 99%. Really, it's the 89th percentile if you do the math, somewhere thereabouts, roughly, right? So 5 or 6 players, that like 4.5 players would represent the 99th percentile because 4.5 is 1% of 450. T-Perfect, you can follow that, right? Right. So this is why I like white people. You know what I'm saying? You could have like this. You could have the nerdy. You feel me? But what I realize is I can't do that with my brothers, man. So I gotta go to the barbershop shit. And I'm gonna tell you what I saw yesterday.
Hey, hold on, Peter. Did you say 4 is 1% of 450?
No, I said 4.5.
4.5 is 1% of 150.
450.
Of 450? That's not correct.
1%
That's 0.01.
of 450 is 4 and no.
45 is 1% of 450.
No, that's 10%, Brandon.
10%. You see what I'm saying, Brandon?
No.
Basic arithmetic, these guys don't know.
1 is 1% of 100.
Brandon.
It's
Brandon.
1.
One is 1% of 100. So 4 is 1%.
Oh, okay. I was
Brandon, you gonna pick up a algebra book in the barbershop.
No, that
Continue.
ain't
Go ahead,
even
though.
T-perfect.
No, but
That's
continue.
not
No, continue.
algebra.
Continue. Because this is what I'm gonna do. Because you said
That's grade
said
school arithmetic.
okay. That's great. Now, how does that apply to the 98th percentile defensive matchup difficulty?
It don't apply none at all. I ain't using no more percentile talk, no more quantum. Fuck all of that shit. Cause y'all.
So all right.
Y'all gotta
So
go back to grade school.
Peter,
So I'm done with that.
Peter,
I'm on my
Peter,
barbershop nigga shit. That's what
Peter,
I'm on.
So Peter, what was the point of you breaking down mathematics to us if we didn't know mathematics?
I don't want to talk about that no more. I just wanted to.
See?
I wanted to
And
explain.
this is why.
Wait,
Okay,
I'm
and
tell
hold on, no, you can't say that. You don't want to talk about that no more because I'm still talking about it. Because I'm still talking about it. You can't. That's what's wrong with you guys. You guys can't. You guys don't dictate the conversation. That's why you belong in other audiences where y'all can lie together and nobody checks your lies. So again, you sat here and said that you can't have a conversation with us because somehow when we
not
want
on
to be
that level, not about about numbers.
You said
y'all don't know
that
grade school math.
How we do understand grade school math, but you just said you just said that grade school math doesn't apply to the conversation, nigga. So why would you bring up the grade school math? It doesn't apply to the conversation.
Not on this form, it doesn't.
No, you just said it doesn't. Don't say not, Peter. Don't say not on this thing because you just said it doesn't matter, nigga. I asked you where does it apply to the conversation. You said it doesn't. So why are we having this conversation?
Negro in the Negro sphere, it doesn't. When I'm with my Caucasian guys, I can break out the Socrates philosophies and hypotheses.
Travis doesn't agree with you right now. Travis doesn't agree with you right now. Travis doesn't agree with you right now.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
I'm just trying to get drunk over here. Like, you guys can have that debate.
Go ahead. No, Travis. Do you think the 98th percentile means anything intelligent?
I mean, I'd have to hear the context.
Again, Donovan Mitchell was in the 98th percentile in defensive matchup difficulty.
I know what that stat's trying to get to. It just I don't agree with it because of that video. I don't agree with it because of the same that video that you showed Brandon.
No. I'm glad that you said that, Travis. What was he mean? What did he mean by 98th percentile? What did that mean?
Because he's trying. It's exactly why I like it to that video that you showed Brandon because you debunked his point because you're trying to use it just like remember how Lamont was talking about trying to debunk all of the Jordan defense thing because he was trying to use the primary defender. That's basically what it's rooted in. It's like theoretically who's defending you, who's on your assignment, what's the defensive schematics is, but it changes so often. You can't really measure it that way because it's not the same guy. It's not one-on-one basketball, and it changes so often. Like you might get 3 or 4 shots like straight up where there's ISO situations where you can use that, but it's such a shifty like type of way that you can't really say okay who's guarding who. It's about
too dynamic. It's too
dynamic. It changes all the time because you cannot
condense into
the sample size
tidy little metric.
Yeah, the
like
sample
that.
size is way too small to actually ever get that.
Yeah,
like accurate measurement.
I agree to. I kind of agree with that because if the 98th percentile is basically 9 players, right?
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell isn't being guarded by the 9 best players in the NBA 98% of the time throughout a season. Right now, I'm sure there are other numbers and stuff that they incorporate into it for them to arrive there, but I don't know how strong of a metric it is to lean on.
Yeah,
but
and it doesn't incorporate like the schemes like when are they playing zone or when are they playing like permanently drop or like it doesn't incorporate anything like that, and it's such a wonky stat. I would just never use that. I mean, you can. I would say how does he do against the league's best defenses, things like that, because that's a little bit more accurate. But it's just such a hard way of saying. Like it depends on what point you're trying to get across. Like, are you trying to say that he faces the best defenses? That's what affects his stats slightly. Even then, I wouldn't really buy it.
No, you're completely wrong. Just like Tune is wrong. It has nothing to do with you being guarded by the best defense. It's a defensive stat.
Yeah.
That's what Lamont was trying to explain to you guys. You guys still want to argue all the fuck you want to, but the stat is about how you are on defense. Has nothing to do with you on offense. Nothing at all. That's the point. That's the first point. Not to mention the 98th percentile means, see, look, there you go, cutting me off. I let y'all speak. Don't do that. Don't do that, Peter. I'm talking. If you want to talk to Travis, go on your own show and go talk to him on your own shit. So here we go again.
Bro, I ain't said nothing.
So the 98th percentile, what does it mean? You guys are sitting here saying that if there's 450 players in the NBA, then that must mean, right, that the 2% players is the top 10 defenders. And like you said, the top 10 defenders isn't perimeter defenders and interior. They could be whatever. How do we know who's being guarded by these? How do the metrics? When you go look up the numbers, is what Lamont did. It's all based on stuff that they created on their own. It's an obscure nonsense stat. It means nothing. So to sit here and have Peter spend over 48 hours try to defend Mars over an argument because LeBron fans somehow defeated a Michael Jordan fan in a debate hurts their feelings is the real fucking problem. That's the real issue here. That's the real fucking elephant in the room that y'all don't want to address. That Lamont is, as a LeBron fan, went and scolded Mars, who's supposed to be a Michael Jordan fan, who knows basketball. And that's why he's asking, well, how can we talk basketball? We can't use eye test. You can use your eye test. But don't get mad at us when our eye test tells us what our eye test see. Because every time we tell you stuff about LeBron James, like, hey, LeBron James is a better shooter than Jordan, what are you going to say? You're going to want to use numbers. You're going to want to use stats. When LeBron James is a better defender than Michael Jordan, what are you going to want to say? What do you want to use? You're going to want to use stats. So stop sitting here telling me your eye tests matter when you're going to use stats to validate your eye test. And in reality, none of the stats validate any of you guys' eye test. So you're allowed to say whatever the fuck you want on any platform, but the only difference is that when you come on GOAT James Kingdom, you get fucking exposed. That's the fucking difference. So yeah, this audience is full of intelligent basketball fans that will make fun of stupid basketball fans who say stupid shit. But if you're around a bunch of stupid basketball fans, you can say a lot of stupid shit and nobody's going to check you, aka hence Mars.
Hey, Mars had a squad with him though in the chat though.
Yeah, he do. He got a good fan base.
They was deep in the chat, boy.
He can have his fan base. That's fine.
I'm still confused by what that stat means.
It means nothing.
You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it.
Yeah, it just sounds like something I wouldn't really use.
But look, there's another stat, right? Like I learned from Mars that the what is it, BPM? I think it is, yeah. The defensive BPM stat, right? After Russell Westbrook won MVP in 2017, partly because his VORP was so high, right? I learned that the defense, they changed the formulation to give a bump up to centers who average high assists. And when I looked it up on the website, it was there. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck does getting assists as a center have to do with playing defense? And the way they explained it on the website was, there's a strong correlation between centers who are good at passing and defense. And I'm looking like, nah, you just did that to boost Jokic up, dog. Like, so what Johnny just said about these stats, that goes for any of these metrics. It's something that some nerd made up, and they can put valuation on whatever that they want to have an end result of whatever they feel is supposed to be the end result. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
That
you saw like the whole
that's why
Jokic was like leading the DBPM like the last 3 years, right? Even though we know that he doesn't really play defense.
Here you go, Brandon. This is for you guys to understand this. Guarded by matchup difficulty. Guarded by difficult matchup difficulty is in basketball refers to the concept of a player consistently being assigned to guard the high-scoring, difficult opponent on the team. So it is a defensive matchup. It is a defensive stat or a defensive metric. It's a metric that evaluates the overall difficulty a defender takes on with their assignments, looking beyond just defensive stats. So it has nothing to do with offense.
But logically, there has to be an inverse relationship on the offensive end, no? Or you could determine that using math.
No, because this is an obscure stat on an obscure stat.
You get what I'm saying?
How do you determine how difficult the other players are? That's what I want to know.
What I'm saying is I don't agree with the viability of the stat as far as it having any real application to anything. But I'm saying whatever formulation they use to arrive at the matchups that a defender takes on, you could reverse engineer that same formulation to calculate the the difficulty of defensive assignments that a offensive player takes on. You get what I'm saying? There's an inverse relationship between those two things. Am I talking nerd talk, or does anybody
No,
follow?
I think it would. I know what you're saying. I mean, I would
Right.
like to. I would like
You're
them to
making it
refine that stat like a lot more.
Can you guys see what I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. Here, this is a one way they I guess they break down the metrics. Here, I guess. So they go by they go by the average opponent's points per possessions for matchup difficulty and the count. So let's see how they break it down here. Okay, top 10 defenders with the greatest matchup difficulty in 2022-2023 regular season with at least 1,000 minutes. So they got Dylan Brooks at number 1. He's in the 100 percentile.
Wait, does that say he's on the Grizzlies? No, what am I
Yes,
talking about?
this is 2023. That's why.
2020. Okay.
All right, so let me bring
So
this up.
so Dylan Brooks a 100 overall on defense.
Meaning his matchup assignments is at one is in the 100 percentile.
Yeah, he's guarding the toughest opponent.
He's guarding the toughest opponents from a night to night basis. Then the second most was
Jaden
Herb.
McDaniels on there.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels is on there. Then they got Herb Jones on there. You got Quentin Grimes. This is from 2023, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably
PJ
Chris Dunn probably on there too. Lou Dort.
So this is what they're saying. So it's minutes played and it's DMD, defensive matchup difficulty, weighted average of offensive matchup season points per 100 possessions. Number 3 is your percentile. Number 4 is your efficiency. So again, it's an obscure stat made by some weirdo.
Yeah, that's very obscure.
On some obscure site, some pure nonsense.
I mean, there are different ways to tell if those guys are all great defenders too. I mean, without that,
Right. And he could have said it without you. He could have. I would have condensed it into a much simpler way to say, hey, Darius Garland, yeah, he's handling the ball and running the offense, but at the end of the day, this is the tip of the spear. He's drawing the tougher defensive assignments. In the playoffs, and teams are going to be committing more resources to stopping him. So even though by the numbers in the regular season, Darius Garland numbers, whatever, this is still that guy, and for that reason, he's still the most important piece to that offense. That's how I'd have structured it, without necessarily going into the numbers and all of that, because you can lose.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking the same shit, Gil. When Peter does this, every time Peter does, I was thinking the same shit, motherfucker. You reverse it, then you show us the offensive strategy,
Gil,
bro.
Gil,
Come
look,
on, bro.
I crapped out at pre-calculus. You feel me? Pre-calculus broke me, so I can't fuck with them dudes who do all that shit. I'm just saying I know they doing some mathematical shit. Like I have a basic idea of what they're doing to get to where they. You feel me? But I don't know. I can't tell you the coefficient and all. I don't know all that. The logarithm.
He's saying that he doesn't care about that stuff, though. He don't care about it. That's what he's saying. That's what he's been saying.
Please tell me what.
Because Gil is there to shut up and dribble. He's not supposed to care about that. Management and all them people.
No, like he said, man. Like he said, Mars just lied, and it wasn't an offensive stat when it's a defensive stat. I know it claimed it was an offensive stat when it was. Exactly. And please tell me what stat did I use? Please tell me what obscure stat y'all ever hear me use. What stat? Please tell
they're
me.
gonna clip you up here, Johnny.
The only thing you say is
They never have. They never have.
That's all you say is team defense. Other than that, you don't use anything else.
Lakers got to worry about hiding 2 white boys. One I can deal with. The other is ass. He should have been traded to Denver.
Who said that?
John Jova something. John Wick. Yeah, there we go.
Because look, Brandon Katz was saying using all the on-off and all that. I don't got to get into all that. The point is having Luka and what's the name on the floor at the same time. They barbecue chicken, bro. Especially because they're using Randall. They're using Randall so much as a playmaker, which I didn't know he was that good at playmaking. Because I
That's
never
what he
liked
wants to
Buddy
do.
Game.
Yeah, that's
He
what
was like,
he wants
to
to
me
do.
when I watch him, he's like a bull in a china shop. When I watch him on the Knicks and the player, I'm like, this nigga garbage. But what I noticed, what Minnesota is doing, the coaching staff, they doing a real good job of drawing up some plays and keeping the ball moving and really using his talent. I saw him throw a lob to they ran a pin down for Anthony Edwards, and Edwards passed it to Randall in the short roll, and then he threw a lob to Gobert, and I'm like, damn, that was some nice scheming. Because
one thing Lakers
I
have to
didn't know
do.
how.
I'd say one thing
Go
Peter,
ahead.
like Lakers have to do especially well or way better on Tuesday is that they were getting they were they were letting like these drives collapse their defense, like where they were just getting like wide open kick
Right.
out looks, like every single like Edwards was doing that. That's why he had like 10 assists, something like that. Like they were just getting in there, and like the Lakers are playing undisciplined closeout defense. Like they need to. It's tough to not just automatically collapse like in an instinctual way, but they've got to. They just can't leave these guys open. Like you can't let Nas Reed shoot like 50% from three, and like you just can't give him like these open looks. Like it's tough.
They
Like
have too many wide open threes. That's simple as that.
well, yeah. I mean, I think
that's
LeBron has to
because
stick.
you have, but that's because you have Luka, who's the most blown by player in the league according to the numbers, and you have AR-15. They're food. So you have to pack in your defense to protect them, and you leave, and that's where all them threes come from.
Them threes came from offensive rebounds and tip outs. You acting like
A lot of those did too, yeah.
One defense. They wasn't coming off of them playing defense. They came off of them missed shots. Y'all acting like they was attacking them from the perimeter off the dribble. They wasn't doing that last night.
You know, also those wide open shots they were missing and getting long rebounds and shooting another wide open shot.
And
they were driving and kicking to wide open plays.
And they were even hitting threes in transition. What was y'all watching? What is he talking about?
No, they got some in transition too. Well, I'm
they
not
got
saying
those
that
too. They got that too.
They got everything.
They got a lot of easy wide open shots.
But they wasn't getting
it was that was like the worst defense I've seen the Lakers play in some time.
Yeah, but it wasn't off of Luka or Reed defense.
It got a lot to do with them, bro. They food, bro. I don't know why y'all fighting that. Them boys is food.
I can see. That's why I was gonna be quiet today, because y'all want to see all 20 of the shots that they hit, and we gonna see that it was because of the pick and rolls and causing the Lakers to switch and matchup changes that forced them to get some guys open. Again, we can do this all day long, because I love this. Is what I love. This is why I love it.
All day long.
This is why you need either the barbershop talk or you need to go to the Lion Nerds. Because you come to GOAT James Kingdom, you're gonna get basketball film and basketball talk. Then nobody likes that. Basketball fans, because fake basketball fans go to barbershops instead of watching the game. That's what they do. They go to barbershops and tell people about shit that they saw 30 years ago. Some bullshit. Like this is some straight bullshit. Y'all act like Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves were broken down, and that's how they got into the as if they were just getting into the paint.
Barbershop with the let me in.
Excuse me, Travis. Can I ask you this question? When I first came on, did I not mention Rui on the defensive end?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Rui's getting smoked too.
He's doing what everybody else doing. Y'all keep talking about Luka and Reeves. Y'all didn't watch the game, because if you did, you would have been mentioning Rui too.
Yeah, look,
they all got smoked.
Look, they talk about bringing obscure stats. Again, I can show you guys my first chart. I never had any analytics, any little stats, no nonsense. I don't use none of those stuff. Y'all sit around here be lying all the time. Brandon gave me this. This is where Brandon is bringing up his numbers. This is a Fantasy Labs website. This is obscure. These are for gamblers. I don't come up with none of this stuff. I tell you guys, go to Basketball Reference or NBA.com. And mind you, none of this tells us off the floor with Jackson Hayes not being on the floor.
Oh, wow.
None of this says that. And if we look at these numbers here, it says Luka Doncic's defensive rating is better than LeBron's. It's better than Hachimura's. It's better than Austin Reeves. It's better than every other Laker on this besides Jackson Hayes and Dorian Finney-Smith. It's better. His defensive rating is better than Anthony Davis's.
How was that?
Huh? Because these numbers they're just liars. They just be using these numbers just to say things they don't. I don't know why it even made me go look at this stupid stat stuff. They're just liars. They don't
The
know
reason
no
why it's like
facts.
that to the brother who asked is because it's calculating the amount of points that's being given up while you're on the floor. It's not a individual stat necessarily. You get what I'm saying? So if you give up, let's say,
it's still by per 100 possessions too.
yeah,
So
and
if
then
you're
they
on the floor,
extrapolated, to
yeah,
100 possessions also. So
it sucks. Yeah,
you
it's a
can't
horrible
really,
stat.
from an individual defense standpoint, you can't. Defensive rating really doesn't mean anything on the individual level. You
Yeah,
can't
now it
take nothing
doesn't.
from it.
When he was using it to say that Austin Reeves was horrible and Luka Doncic was horrible, you were saying that was regular basketball talk. We need to let people talk like that. We can't let them talk. That's him dropping knowledge. That's him lying. That's him lying. That's all it is. It's him lying. They're gonna continue. They're gonna double down on their lies. I said when Austin Reeves and Luka are on the floor and Hayes is off the floor. Where are you getting this number from? Where are you getting the number where Jackson Hayes is off the floor and Luka and Austin Reeves on the floor together? Because we can only get their individual defensive rating or the team defensive rating. Where are you getting this special defensive rating from just two guys?
No, it's not D-rating. I think he's saying it's the on-off numbers.
Okay,
with those
hold on, wait.
lineups.
Okay, you didn't graduate calculus, but you did graduate grammar. You know how to read, correct, Peter?
Right.
Okay, follow with me, Peter. It says, I said when Reeves and Luka are on the floor and Hayes is off the floor, the Lakers, what's the word? Finish after the Lakers. What does it say?
Oh, I can't say I'm on the stream. I can't
Oh, okay.
If I click
So why
off,
do you
I ain't
always?
gonna be
So
able
why do you
to
like? So
what's
why
the
do you
name?
like talking? Why do you like talking ignorantly? If you have no information, shut the fuck up. He said defensive
Damn, you
rating.
sound like a New Yorker. He's talking.
Defensive rating is 119. Please show me where you can find any stat that tells you two players' defensive rating at the same time. Please go ahead, show me that, Peter.
I don't think I heard Dawg say nothing about no defensive rating though. I heard him say on-off numbers. On-off numbers isn't calculated by defensive rating, as far as I know. Yeah, I ain't heard Bruss say nothing about no defensive rating. I heard him say on-off. Ain't them two different stats?
Listen, this audience. I know you're a member, but this audience is too intelligent for you. I think you do need to dumb it down to other audiences that can understand you. He said it and wrote it.
You, ain't them two
said
different
it.
stats? Cause I heard
He
Bruss
said
say
it
on-off.
and wrote it.
Yeah, he said their like rating is 119. So
yes, the on off is not 119. He said the rating is 119. He's talking about their rating.
There go right there. He said
when
Reeves and Luka
wrote it.
are on the floor and Hayes is off the floor, the Lakers' defensive rating is 1. Oh, he is using D rating.
Well,
oh, he said the team, but he's saying the team rating is 119 with those lineups. Okay, so that's viable.
Where are you finding the defensive
I don't know where
rating
he's
for when
getting
only
it
two
from,
players?
though.
Exactly, that's a lie.
He'd have to show where he got
it can't
it
be
from.
viable if it's a lie. Lies cannot be viable unless you want to be a liar.
Eminem Peter says you were Peter Trashbag. Look at that blasphemy.
Who said Peter Trashbag? Who that? Eminem ATL?
Hater.
And that's why everything's recorded.
Why you do me like that?
That's why everything's
Eminem.
recorded. And mind you, the website he sent me does not show the numbers he's talking about. The website he sent me.
Peter didn't say anything wrong when he came up here today. Come on, y'all.
Peter is a smart guy, man.
And the other day, Lamont tried to defend him, and he still came up saying stupid shit.
What I said stupid?
Defending the damn the percentile shit.
No, I was just trying to at least communicate what dude was getting across. I ain't saying I agree with it, but y'all wasn't grasping. You got to at least be able to grasp what the person is arguing. You feel me? That's all I was trying to do, bridge the gap. That's it.
Brandon, individual. Yes, as an individual. I told you what the individual was. Luka Doncic's defensive rating was better than Anthony Davis's as a Laker. That's facts. But where are you getting that? Where are you getting that? Huh?
He's saying on that website you can actually select different players and X them out to show like the ratings with the different lineups.
No, you can't.
You get it?
You can't show them different.
You
no, you can't show them different lineups.
I don't know.
No, you can't.
I be trying to help people, man.
Only Zesty Jeffries. You only try to help Zesty Jeffries. You don't help no real basketball fans. You don't try to help no other basketball fans but Zesty Jeffries. Those are the only people you try to begin.
Hey, Johnny, do you think what's going on in OKC right now is consensual?
This nigga's stupid, man.
Here we go. I'm gonna go to it again. Again, you can only go to the teams, and I'm gonna go to see where I can get to a
Dude, are they
lineup.
gonna win by 60 points? No way. What?
Shit, it done happen before. Shit, Chris Paul
Look at
lost
that
by
shit.
60.
It's still
69 to 122. Good God.
It's still one
Sounds about
loss.
right.
Still counts as one loss.
That just oh.
And mind you, the one he sent me, y'all, was for 36 minutes. And I'll put the link there for you. Brandon Katz Lion website.
Oh, put it in
website.
the back chat, Johnny, so I can
It's
look
in
at
there.
it.
He put it in there. It's in there.
Damn, that is
Hey,
just
some fantasy sites got different stats, so that's how they use stuff.
that's when you just disband your team and say no, let's just come back next year.
There he goes, y'all. The Brandon obscure Brandon Katz line obscure information. There you go.
He's gonna get charged with assault. Yeah, they are.
So you said he went and got that from a gambling site?
It's for
Probably
fantasy.
a fantasy site. This is probably a fantasy site. Yeah,
It's a fantasy
that's
site.
how they do on fantasy sites. They have different stats.
I actually programmed that site last night.
No, they don't have different stats. That they have just a good collection of stats. So you can find a lot of stats here. And then on top of that, what it does, it shows you what the players
You
average.
find a different stats that's available than on NBA.com or
No, I know. I'm just saying.
So,
I'm just saying the way they collect them together. Like they help you collect the ones that are, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not separated. Like you don't have, like it's all in one spot. But in reality, it's not. This is just all the advanced metrics because he just showing me all the advanced stats. So it's giving me offensive rating, defensive rating, net rating, usage, effective field goal percentage, true field goal percentage. I don't know what free throw was that. I think that's what it is. Free throw to shot ratio, right? Assist percentage, rebound percentage. Yeah, these are all advanced metrics. That's all this is. So it doesn't tell you nothing about lineups. What lineup? It gives you more. It doesn't say nothing of that at all. You can't do none of that.
So Pete, we all said that everyone here said that it's Minnesota in 6. Do you agree?
Man, you know what I've learned over time from watching the playoffs? You know, things could change night and day between one game and the other. So I had the Lakers winning in 6 coming into it. So I'm going to stick with that.
I mean, I tried to explain that to a Johnny, but he says it's Wolves in 4.
Oh my God.
So.
Listen, King Speech Row. It's not legit source. It's not there. The information is not there. That information of the 119 doesn't exist. Austin Reeves' defensive rating is 117. Luka's is 113. How is it 119 without Jackson Hayes on the floor? Where is he getting that number from? The combination is not the same. He said you can put the combination. It's not the same because Austin Reeves has 117. Luka's 113. If you combine that, you're not going to come up with 119, sir.
You get 115.
Where's that lineup at? Show us the lineup. Where's the show it to us?
Oh, so King Rowe backing him up. I guess he is Zesty.
He has to because another Zesty just being exposed on this Sunday afternoon. Yeah.
A Zesty sympathizer.
Look, and
y'all
they call me
funny as
racist.
hell, bro.
Y'all sitting around here discrediting white boys like Tyler Hero, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic because they're white, but I can't call Stephen Curry a light-skinned nigga. Y'all the funniest motherfuckers in the
world. My boy Beige God is what I call him.
Beige God.
Beige God.
Yeah, I'm getting a nice tan over here.
The khaki-colored assassin.
Hey Peter, do you have Steph in your top 10?
I do.
Do you have a King in your top 10? Hakeem Olajuwon?
I do.
Oh, Pete, you're the man.
I do.
Right?
Yeah.
Basketball.
I tell
geniuses
people
unite, bro.
I told A Johnny one time that for me the gold standard is being able to lead a dynasty. To me, that's all of them awards and first teams and that shit's voted on. For me, the most objective measure of greatness is you being the undisputed head of your team, number one guy, lead dog, whatever you want to call it, and being able to lead them to dynasties. Then right below that would be winning championships. Then below that would be your performance during the playoffs, like all 4 rounds. Then below that would be your regular season. You feel me? Your regular season before. That's how I look at it. So what Dream did in '94 with that little mishmash roster, I just always looked at that as some incredible shit. Then I looked at his playoff numbers, the numbers he was putting up, even when he was getting swept and all that. He was putting up like some absurd video game shit, like on both ends, offense and defense. Like Dream just that nigga, man. He just that nigga, bro.
Exactly, dude. Dream is underrated. Dude, I almost have David Robinson top 10, but just not quite there. I mean, dude, I'm almost gonna kick Kobe out.
Let's bring up Mingo Jester in the building. What's good, Mingo Jester? Peace and
Mingo
blessings,
Jester.
brother. What's going on?
Man, I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know what y'all exactly arguing here. But y'all still talking about the Mars thing that Lamont had called Mars out.
Somebody brought that up in the chat. They were saying how Mars went and crashed out on a playback that same night after he was on FYF. That supposedly he crashed out there as well, complaining about Lamont. So
I gotta see this now.
We were just bringing that up. Yeah.
Some people just don't know how to take the L, man.
Yeah.
And then they talk about Reeves and Luka defense, basically.
Hey, I remember when I lost the debate versus Ishmael 3-0. And I was super gracious, even though I smoked that bitch.
To me, if you actually watched that game last night with the Timberwolves and the Lakers, it wasn't only Austin Reeves and Luka. Nobody wasn't really.
It was everybody. Nobody could play defense.
LeBron
was fine.
Nobody can. LeBron wasn't fine. I don't know where you got that from. He was not. He didn't do anything. Nobody on the team didn't do nothing. Like that was bad.
I want JJ to get out there.
What happened?
Like LeBron's worst defensive play was the gamble on the steal when Anthony Edwards hit the open 3. Everything else, his defense in the paint against Julius Randle, don't forget he had to chase down.
Bro, I don't know what y'all was watching. I don't know what game y'all was watching, but the Timberwolves were killing them. Everybody. The Timberwolves were, man, from Anthony Edwards to Jaden McDaniels to all these guys. But they was going I don't know what game y'all was watching. Nas Muhammad.
His name
Nas Reed.
Yeah, I said Nazi Muhammad.
Nas Reed.
Yeah,
Nas Reed. Hey, I'm telling you, them guys were doing whatever they wanted to do.
Dude, Reed's one of my favorite players.
Like I say, I know y'all LeBron fans. I get it, but bro, no. None of them guys wasn't doing anything last night. I don't know whether JJ Redick told them something in the locker room. I don't know what happened. But
JJ resigned.
That wasn't good. If they play like that all the games, they will get swept. If they play like that again, they will get swept.
Minnesota is not going to hit that many threes.
But they can't play like that though. They got to actually play some defense. Bro, you can't be just standing around in that ISO ball.
But
that's another thing.
No, they didn't really go with the ISO ball. They got they was getting most of their baskets in transition and off of offensive rebounds.
There was not.
The second
possession. There was not. Everybody was going ISO. Everything they did, they wasn't swinging the ball how they normally do. You know how the Lakers were playing during the season, the regular season? How they were swinging the ball to the open guy, and then the open guy it shoot the 3 like an Austin Reeves or somebody like that.
I agree with Mingo Jester. That's what you saw. Again, Austin Reeves had. Luka Doncic had 1 assist. LeBron had 3 assists. Austin Reeves only had 3 assists. Altogether, they only had 7 assists. That's what I'm
saying. They wasn't swinging the ball.
That's not how the Lakers play. Yeah.
I thought you was talking about Minnesota. That's my bad. I thought you was talking about Minnesota.
No, I was talking about Minnesota. No, I was talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, they went away from Rui really early too. Rui was actually started off well, and you didn't hear from him at all.
Yeah, because I think
but
they were
see,
trying to force feed Reeves and LeBron too much because
Yeah,
they wasn't
that's
getting
true.
involved early. Don't go away from the person that's getting hot
Hmm.
because now Rui is getting hot and then now he's getting burnt on defense because he's not in his offensive rhythm. He's not gonna want players. His defense is hard. He wasn't going out there chasing. He was getting scored on too. He was, you know what I mean,
Yep.
giving up. He was giving up the like. And then Finney Smith too, the drive kick. Why would you not let Julius Randle go into the deep? Why would you help off of him to give the open shot in the corner?
That's true.
Yeah, but
but
Vando was the best defender out there last night.
Yeah. They couldn't miss either. That was a
They
clinic.
couldn't miss. Yeah,
Clinic.
they could. Yeah, they did shoot very well.
Shots. Yeah,
Lakers offense needs to be better too. So hopefully
They
they can
did
fix
shoot very
that.
well though.
Their offense needs to be better. I don't know if LeBron needs to play more on the ball again, but they're just
but
the
that's
last
the thing,
2
Brandon.
weeks have just been a Luka show. The last 2 weeks of the season.
But
So
that's I was just about to say that, Brandon. It's tough because people were saying that when they first put this team together, and it worked in the regular season. But the playoffs is a different animal. How do you keep that offensive synergy when Luka plays the type of style that he plays? Because he kind of has to play like that to be Luka, and at the same time maximize LeBron. Like that's not an easy thing to figure out on the fly.
I mean, they should have figured this out during the season, but they took turns basically. So they didn't figure nothing out. They just took turns.
Yeah, but also LeBron cannot go scoreless in the first quarter either. That's another thing.
He has been for the last 2 weeks. That's what he's been doing.
But were we up after the first quarter?
Yeah, he was up after the first, but LeBron's been taking a third seat.
Brandon, is LeBron done?
LeBron can't go scoreless in no quarter. In no quarter can LeBron go scoreless in the playoff. In no quarter. I don't care which quarter it is. LeBron cannot go scoreless in no quarter.
In the second quarter? Didn't he have 10 in the second quarter?
He did.
He did. Remember, Luka goes to the bench to start that second quarter, and LeBron stays on. So that's the thing. It's huh?
So you keep going.
Yeah, no, I was saying Luka goes for his rest, and LeBron stays in with that second unit, and that's when LeBron gets to be more on the ball and gets to be himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. It comes back to the same thing. How do you maximize these two guys at the same time? And it's hard because Luka really knows how to play one way.
And it's hurting Austin Reeves as well too, because both of them are just watching him in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Black
So
Mamba.
what I'm trying to say, y'all trying to say is on Luka because he didn't get the guys involved early?
No, they need to learn how to play better off each other. It's like when they first started, when LeBron was heating up, they were talking about he's in the first team. LeBron was scoring 30 a game with Luka on the floor. Austin Reeves was adding 20. As soon as LeBron went out, they changed the offense to his Luka eccentric offense. And when LeBron came back, he just continued to let Luka do his Luka shit. And that's why he's been having like 25, 30 at halftime, and he's gassed in the second half.
Yeah, plus the Lakers, like during the last half when they were so good on defense and offenses, like their offense was being fed by their defense. Like they weren't running at all. They didn't get out. Like because I mean their Wolves were hitting at a high clip, but like they just couldn't. They got destroyed in the boards. And so I mean it was just the perfect way to actually shut down that offense.
I don't know if y'all moved on, but I figured out how Brandon got his numbers on his site.
Oh, he still want to go at this.
No, I don't. I don't. I hate these arguments, to be honest. But I figured out how Brandon got his numbers.
How do you do it? How you got the numbers? Go ahead. Explain.
Okay, so what you first got to do, you got to go to the Lakers, right? And you have to click on two. You can click on up to 5 players on the court, but you can just pick up 2. So you click on Luka and Reeves. Then you got to go to off court. Then you have to take Jackson Hayes out. So that's specific. Then that's them 2 on the court with any 3 other combination of players has a 126 offensive rating. So let me start there. Their offensive rating is 126. Their defensive rating is 119.35, and that's where he got the numbers from.
Okay, so they go. All right,
So you
so
understand what I'm saying?
I went to the Lakers on off court, correct?
So you got to pick. Okay, so you start with on court, and you just take Luka and Reeves, nobody else, right?
Okay, on
Then you
court.
click on off court. Then you exclude Jackson Hayes.
All right, there we go. Here we go. Luka and Reeves on the court.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you go. Then you click on off court. Then you take Jackson Hayes off.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Let's do this though. You got to remember though. We got to add Jackson Hayes. I want to see what their stats are with Jackson Hayes.
Oh, with Jackson Hayes, probably better. Yeah, I think it was better, defensively at least.
Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Here, the defensive rating with Jackson Hayes and Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves on the floor, it's 115.
Okay.
It's 115.
Take him off the court and it gets 4 points worse.
Right. Okay, take him off the court. There we go here. Select it off the court. All right, it says here that the Lakers, it says for both of them, they're 119-35 with just them two and Jackson Hayes off the floor.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. That's how you came up with the numbers. So they're better offensively. So I got to, I'm not going to, you can't keep that out, right? You see the 126 offensive rating.
Mm-hmm.
And then their 119 defensive rating. So, yeah, I don't like to do those. I don't like to make arguments off of stats. I tell everybody I'm debating. I don't make arguments using stats. I use the argument to prove, I use the stats to prove my argument. So
that sounds like what Lamont said.
So let's go ahead. Jackson Hayes. All right, so let's go ahead.
Yeah,
so
I agree with Lamont there.
If we take Jackson Hayes off the floor and we put, if we take Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves off the floor, and we put Jackson Hayes. Who's the other two guys that the Lakers have? They have
Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent,
LeBron. I mean, you can put LeBron.
Did Gabe Vincent even play yesterday?
Yeah, he played.
Yeah, he played block Ant-Man after he
who's
put Reeves on the floor.
Who's the other backup? And Bando. Let's go with Bando.
Remember, Ant-Man got him when he was playing for Miami.
Yeah, Vincent blocked Ant-Man. They reversed that call.
Yeah, when he
Dude, I don't know why Black Mamba's spamming so hard. Like, who cares? Like, oh yeah, he has one more ring than LeBron, but two less finals MVPs. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
On off the court.
Let me know whenever Braun was in a position to get carried by a top 5 player of all time to 3 rings.
He didn't get carried. That's false.
He totally did.
No, he did not. We gonna continue to just lie like that. How do you get carried? How do you get carried? You on average 1 less point than the person that supposedly carried you.
Bro, why y'all always go to scoring when they
that's what we're doing? I mean, is that carrying? Well, either I don't know what the definition of carry is.
How about guarding the other team's best perimeter to play?
And that's what Kobe used to do.
Well, how you go from Jordan? Oh, never mind, man.
No, we was talking about Kobe, bro. We're talking about Kobe, not Jordan. Where do you get Jordan from? Where do you get Jordan from? Ain't nobody talking about Jordan. We're talking about Kobe.
No, we've just got the ultimate Kobe stan in the thing. He's desperate to put Kobe over LeBron. That's all he does all day.
Why? Well, no, Kobe was a better.
Pretty easy, but
that's not easy. What?
I bet he was
that's pretty easy.
There's no case for Kobe over LeBron.
Yeah,
not even one case.
Not using stats, using the eyeball. It is.
The only case is Kobe blocked LeBron in an All-Star game.
And LeBron.
I got a different vision.
How about 50 and 60 team beating in the playoffs?
You're not using one that's for stats. You're not using one for accolades, achievements. Nothing is in Kobe's favor. What's in his favor? Like defensive selections?
Rings.
That ain't enough.
He just said beating teams with Shaq in the playoffs.
And beating teams without Shaq in the playoffs.
Without
Shaq
in the playoffs. Kobe beat every 50-win team in 2010. That was one of the greatest playoff runs ever. He beat every round of the playoffs.
No doubt.
In 2010.
LeBron came back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals. That's not close to what Kobe did.
But you shouldn't get down. You shouldn't be down by 3-1. I mean,
agreed.
Who said that?
Because if Kobe was, he would have lost the series. I understand. I understand that.
Oh yeah, you talking about when he played? You talking about when he played
Not
number 2
having
seed and he was
Kyrie
the
to bail
number
him
7
out.
seed?
We
You
can
talking about when he
go
played the
down that
2nd
rabbit
seed and he
hole
was
all
the number
day.
7 seed? That what you talking about?
It's just like it's one of the most lopsided arguments
My
in
mom.
NBA history.
I'm on
Though,
the
like
phone.
It really
Not
is.
me,
when
not
It
when
me,
really
literally
but hey,
is.
none
It's
everybody
a
got their
very
own
good
opinion.
argument. I think they're very
when literally
close.
none of the numbers at all add
That's
up to
because
like your guy.
you go to numbers without context. The
What
numbers don't have
context?
context.
What context? He's better in the regular season. He's better in the playoffs. He has more
Well,
MVPs, finals, and
if
other
he was
ones.
better in the regular
But that
season,
don't
why
matter
was
though, right?
Kobe
Because y'all
when they
say,
both were
wait a minute, T
coexisting,
person.
leading a better team in the
Hold on.
West?
Wait, hold on. So that don't matter though, right? T perfect. All
What?
that finals MVPs in the league, that don't matter, right? Because when people use that with Jordan, y'all say that don't matter. So that don't
No.
matter.
It's a
You can't
totality
say
of everything.
you can't say it matters with one person, but it don't matter
Because
with the other because you
Kobe
got
and
more.
LeBron played in the same era. That's why it matters more.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, because they was
When they
right next to each
coexisted,
other.
Kobe was the better player.
Even if we don't use it, like he has more All NBA teams. Sure, he has. He's made the finals more. He has one less ring, but two more
He
to
lost
offer.
more too.
Sure.
Since LeBron came in the league, he trumps. He has more rings than Kobe. Since he came in the league, he
He
has
don't
more
have more
MVPs, more
rings than
finals.
Kobe.
Yes, he did.
What about doing since he came in
Since
the league?
LeBron
What?
came in the league, he has more rings than when they played at the same time.
Yeah,
Listen, if
Kobe
we're using like
only won 2 rings when he played during LeBron time, and LeBron won 3.
Okay,
Simple.
that's crazy.
LeBron,
And
And
Kobe got
more
four.
finals
Kobe had 4
MVPs,
in
more
So
MVPs,
3
in
and
the
2, but
2000s.
Kobe
better
got to
stats,
4 finals
better
or 3
everything.
finals.
Kobe's
Kobe
won
5 and 2.
a series.
Kobe's
last year.
5 and 2, and
Kobe had
No,
4 in
Kobe
the
got the 4
2000s.
finals.
LeBron 4 and 6. Yeah, like I said, as soon as LeBron came in the league, Kobe played 13 years with LeBron. LeBron has more championships, more finals MVPs, more MVPs. That's your guys' argument, right?
You got to take you got to take one off. You can't take 26. The one that came in 2020, you can't take, and then he won 2016, Kobe's
I
last
mean, he
year.
won in 12 when Kobe was playing. He won in 13 when Kobe was playing. He won in 16 when Kobe was
He
playing.
won his 3rd ring, Kobe's farewell tour, right?
He won his 4th ring.
That was the 3rd.
His third ring. Yeah, his third ring. He won his 4th ring in 2020. But he won 3 when Kobe Bryant was in the league. He won 4 MVPs till Kobe won when he was in the league. So
Kobe won 2
they
before
played
LeBron
together.
won 1 while
The head-to-head
coexisting
stat
in the
is
same league.
Kobe versus LeBron. Head-to-head stat is LeBron.
That don't even make really good sense because
it don't make good sense because they play head-to-head and LeBron trumps them. Everything.
You can't say LeBron
the
trumps.
head-to-head stat.
I can do this to you. I can do this to you.
Oh man.
So wait.
Robert
MJ
Horry got
King's
7
speech.
titles. So is Robert Horry better than LeBron?
Look, LeBron himself admitted. The debate is hard. Pat McAfee said the debate is hard because I didn't beat Orlando.
Don't bring up that
I didn't
nonsense.
beat Orlando, and we could have settled the debate then. Right? Did he not say that?
He averaged goes in that series.
So wait. King's speech.
No, it doesn't matter. He said it himself.
Where?
It don't matter what he averaged. He didn't beat Dwight Howard and skip to my
When did LeBron say this?
On the Pat McAfee show.
He said what?
Interview.
He said what?
He said we could have settled that debate. You know, Kobe was a competitive guy. We could have settled the debate in 2009, but I didn't beat Orlando, and he did, and he got to the finals, and we didn't match up.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to.
And Kobe didn't beat Dirk, so we didn't get that matchup in 2011.
So wait, King's speech. I have a question for you.
That's true.
So King's speech and MJ. Here's a question. So again, if you're using the eye test and like the competition solely to rank players, so that's another question. But what if we lined up the players right side by side?
I'm on the phone.
So like using their stats, accolades, and achievements, right? Like there's no way you would pick without knowing anything about the players. You would not pick Kobe at all.
I would.
No, you wouldn't. He has more points, rebounds, assists,
That's
no blocks.
That's the problem, though.
I would.
That's the problem.
Even if we don't count any stats, accolades, LeBron's a better player than Kobe. He's not.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
He's a better shooter than
lie.
Kobe.
That's a lie.
He's a better dribbler than Kobe.
That's a lie.
He's a better defender than Kobe.
That's a lie.
No.
All that is a lie.
And Mingo Jester, how are you going to prove me that to be a lie?
How you ain't gonna prove it? It's a lie.
So he's not a better shooter than Kobe Bryant?
No, he's not a better shooter than Kobe Bryant.
He's not a better shooter than Kobe. No.
I saw him play. I saw all the jump shots he made. He make every jump shot that he can take. He can shoot 3-pointers.
Man, stop
He
it.
can shoot mid range. Where is Kobe the better shooter at?
Kobe in the mid range, as you know. You know that Kobe's the better shooter than
mid
LeBron.
range. He can hit threes. He can take it to the rack. His defense is better.
Based on
Only thing LeBron is better than Kobe is assists. That's it.
No, he's a better rebounder. He's more efficient. He's a better 3-point shooter.
You guys said
He's only more efficient in the paint. LeBron is only more efficient in the paint.
Again, you guys said we're not using stats, and I will repeat myself: without any stats, without anything
Well, that's
tangible.
what they're using. I don't know.
Without using any stats, LeBron James is a better shooter than Kobe Bryant.
He's not. That's a lie.
He can get to the basket better than Kobe Bryant.
No, he could.
He can shoot 3-pointers better than Kobe Bryant. He can pass better than Kobe Bryant. He can rebound better than Kobe Bryant.
How do you come to that if we're not using stats?
Because you guys said we don't need stats. Because if we use stats, Kobe's not better than if we use stats, Kobe's not better than LeBron James in anything but free throws.
Man, stats is you need context. You can't just turn over the ball without no context.
What context? What context do we need? LeBron.
He turns over the ball less.
Most of LeBron field goal percentage, he shot like 50% for his career. Most of LeBron field goal percentage came from like 3 to 10, like 3 and in. You know, that's where most of his percentage come from. 3 feet and in. Like basically around the paint.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie. LeBron shot better from there than Shaq. LeBron got a better percentage in the paint than Shaq, I believe.
LeBron takes 35% of his shots at the basket, so that's a lie. He doesn't take majority of the
He takes more than that.
And I'm glad you said
that. You might look at that again.
That proves my point that LeBron James is a better guy getting to the basket than Kobe Bryant. So he's better at Kobe Bryant at getting to the basket.
I give you that. I ain't denying that.
In this league, with no center.
Kobe mid-range game is better than LeBron. He was most. That's why Booker tried to do his game like Kobe.
LeBron
it doesn't matter.
And how's that worked out?
He can't be like LeBron. He can't be like Kobe.
It's all about who the more effective scorer is, and that's LeBron by far.
Nah, Kobe is the more effective scorer.
No, it's not.
But you bring him up.
How's he more effective scorer? There's nothing that says that.
Kobe,
he's the more
Kobe gets you in
effective
the
scorer.
paint, you in trouble.
He's not. He's
You're
more
not
effective
stopping
scorer by
him.
any
Wow,
measurement,
Kobe
dude.
doesn't score better in the paint than LeBron.
Kobe kills people in the paint.
He doesn't score better in the paint than LeBron.
Yeah, he do.
No, he doesn't.
But now LeBron's a big boy. I think LeBron, if he stay in the paint, I think he could be more dangerous. Now I'll give you that because I said it.
He's more dangerous.
That's his whole game. That's his whole game.
For what? He shoots better than Kobe. He shoots better than Kobe. For
He
what?
doesn't. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Not in the mid range.
Not in the mid-range. Kobe mid-range game is the best.
See,
No,
we
it's not.
can actually see Kobe's mid-range shots. I guarantee you Kobe has more season shooting 40+ than LeBron does in the
It
mid-range.
doesn't matter.
Kobe shot 40% from mid-range. LeBron shoots 38. It's not that much better.
He's still better.
His whole career?
What are we doing?
His whole career.
I don't even like debating three. Kobe, Jordan. Everybody trying to debate
Paul George,
George Gervin.
Paul George and Paul Pierce shoot better from mid-range than Kobe Bryant for their careers.
So, and Bosh and not Bosh is better than Larry Bird. That don't make him a better shooter from three. I mean, come on now.
Larry Bird was clutch.
Again,
that's why I said
that's the problem when you have stats with no context.
You don't fucking listen. I just said that Paul Pierce and Paul George shoot better at mid-range than Kobe. That's facts.
Okay.
Your point is?
But that stats no context.
No, somebody said Kobe was the best ever. What's the context? It's mid-range shooting as we were talking. What's context?
Well, actually, I say he's better. Okay, so both of them are better than LeBron James then at mid-range.
Yeah.
Because that was the first comparison.
What about Leonard?
That's why LeBron's better at
is Leonard more dangerous shooting mid-range too?
No, I would say KD. KD or either Jordan is the greatest
So you guys
mid-range
are
shooter of
still
all
missing the
time.
point, though. The point is that regardless of
Kobe and Michael Jordan.
KD he's very, very efficient at the
you guys are still
mid-range.
missing the point, though. Like you wouldn't
Here's the
take a guy
problem.
who
Kobe
shot.
has the most volume of shots in that mid range, probably. More than
No, you
likely,
guys,
most of his
you guys are
shots was
missing the
mid
point, though.
range.
You're not going to take
Every
someone.
shot is 2 points. How's it more valuable, sir?
I didn't say it was more valuable. I said he just took more of mid range shots. So if we're just judging mid range, that's the way Kobe operates. That's the problem.
Kobe
Stats no
shot more and missed
context.
more. That's what he's saying. Kobe shot more and missed more. That's all.
No, exactly.
Well, he ain't missed more because
He
LeBron got the most
he
missed
made
shots
more of his
all
points from
time.
that area, which is the most difficult area too, which also helped his team in that triangle offense. See, that's the thing. Y'all do stats no context.
It's a lie, Roy. It's not the most difficult. It's a lie.
LeBron got the most
Y'all
missed
say it's
shots
the
of all
least efficient
time.
shot.
And Kobe led
Yes,
the league
it's
in
the
6
least
shots.
efficient shot. Yeah, it is the least efficient shot. It is.
Okay.
King speech.
Sure.
Me and you are gonna debate Kobe versus LeBron on Saturday. Come to the show.
Okay,
That's what the
we
topic's
got
gonna be.
it. We got
All
it. You can pick
Okay.
a place. I'm down to.
You know your
And
time.
keep in mind, I hated Kobe.
A bunch of Kobe fans. A bunch of Kobe fans.
John, if I walk up to you and I tell you, I say, well, hey, Johnny, LeBron has the most missed shots in NBA history. Wouldn't you tell me to add context to that? Wouldn't it be some type of context to that stat? Or you just gonna leave that stat just like that, just a raw stat and leave it like that?
I would tell you missing the most shots in NBA history does not mean anything negative.
No, LeBron took that.
Negative.
LeBron
But
took
when
that 22
But when
years.
Kobe had it, it was negative. When Kobe had it, they put it in a negative light.
No, I
But not
never-
since LeBron is nothing negative.
I never made Kobe negative for having the most missed shots.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to.
Kobe's a beast, man. LeBron is a beast.
I'm catching on
Mike
now.
is
I'm
a
catching on
beast.
slowly.
I don't care. I'm just trying to win this chip. We
Again,
need to know playing game 2. Let's try to win game 2.
They're gonna win game 2. They're gonna win
They
game
better
2.
win game 2.
No, they're not.
That's what
gonna
I'm gonna say. They better
As
win
for
game
Brandon's
2.
point, y'all better separate Luka and Reeves because
They better
they
win game
barbecue
2. They
chicken
don't
on
win game 2. The
defense.
Lakers is in trouble.
Well, I know you're saying, but the whole team and that bench was horrible. And when they gave that 7-point lead, look, they had a 7-point lead. Luka went to the bench. That's when LeBron and Reed should have took over, and they choked. And they came back. I don't care what you say. LeBron and Reed, because I was trying to say that last night to a guy, he was trying to make an excuse for LeBron. No. He's supposed to be my GOAT. When that white boy set his butt on the bench, who everybody was talking about, LeBron and Luka fans going at each other. So I said, okay, I don't care. We had a 7-point lead. That man went to the bench, and they went on a run and killed him. Reeves turning the ball over. LeBron turned the ball over, and they three. That was the coach.
I would agree with A. Johnny, though. But I would agree with A. Johnny. I would agree with A. Johnny. They're not going to shoot like that again. I think A. Johnny said that. The Timberwolves will not shoot like that again.
I hate
they
that
won't ever
defense
shoot
they
like
play.
that again.
If they leave them wide open, they're going to shoot like that again.
They won't shoot like that again. Not.
I need the Lakers fans to admit something.
Jaden McDaniels shot 100% from the 3-point line last night.
Johnny B. Lee and everyone else on the panel.
The last 4 games, he was averaging 8 points. He come against us. The Lakers always do that. Shoot, me and you could have played last night, and they would have made us look like an all-star. The Lakers do that every time.
Hey, Johnny B. Lee, everyone on the panel. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast. King Speech. It's 9 Eastern Standard Time Saturday. I'll give you the smoke then. Okay.
On this channel. Okay, I got you.
Yes, sir.
What you was gonna ask us, the Lakers fan? What you say? What you was gonna ask?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna ask
Minnesota has the better bench. They have the better bench, right?
They last night they did. I thought our bench was going to come
Minnesota got a better bench anyway.
Nas Reed and I need to get to Dante DiVincenzo.
They do.
Y'all don't have a Nas Reed off your bench.
Man, that's what killed us, Nas Reed. I think Rui should come off the bench.
I think Nas Reed hit 8 threes, ain't it?
Yeah, Nas Reed. Y'all better find an answer for him.
He
a 16 guy sniping from every part of the wing.
Yeah, if you don't check him.
Yep.
I'm like, man, they killed us. But you know what?
See you on Saturday.
we came out there acting like we had it going, like the Lakers, like they do. We bad, and got smacked.
Bro, did y'all? Okay, aside from the Lakers, the Lakers lost. They better come back hard in game 2.
Yeah.
But bro, did y'all see what the OKC Thunder did to Memphis?
They killed them.
Ooh, I was like, oh my god, wait a minute.
OC ain't playing, man. OC ain't playing.
That's tough. They're gonna have to, man. They lost by like 50-something points.
They're gonna get killed. Memphis ain't beat. They're gonna sweep Memphis.
Now that y'all is talking about, we do need to end the show, so I can't go start watching some basketball. So, but again, we're not worrying about the Lakers. It's still Lakers in 5. It's still Lakers in 5. It ain't nobody worrying about that. They played a great game yesterday. The Lakers got punched in the mouth. They're going to make their adjustments. They got a good coach because J.J. Redick is not just going to let them lose like that. And they're going to come back game 2, game 3, and then we'll be talking game 4 to see how Minnesota responds and adjust. So that's how it's going to be, though. But I appreciate you coming up.
It's a good attitude. I love it.
Oh, yeah, we good. Bro. And don't worry, when my Heat beat Cleveland tonight, y'all going to see some real smoke. That's when y'all really going to hear some smoke. Man, when my team went, they're going to beat Cleveland tonight. I said it. Mark my words. Write it down. Take a picture. Remember that shit.
What about Golden State?
Golden State losing tonight.
I hate Golden State, man.
Yeah, Golden State.
That's who they hope making it to the finals. That's who they begging on. That's all they talk about, Golden State. I can't stand Golden State, man.
All right, so we're going to get up out of here, man. Appreciate you, MJ, man. Thank you for joining us, man.
Love your show. Hey, what time you usually start on Sunday?
12 noon Eastern, so that's when we start.
12 p.m. 9 o'clock West Coast time.
That's East Coast.
Eastern, every Sunday.
That's 9 a.m. your time, brother. So you have to wake up first thing in the morning and get James Kingdom in your blood, brother. Because we're going to start off your Sunday right. Trust me, we're going to start your Sunday off right.
Well, let's start off. Let's win back-to-back games this week, and I'll be happy to shut up the critics. Because on Monday, you know what they're about to do. Oh, the Lakers is done. The Lake Show. You know that. That's all they want to do.
Don't worry. We here to cut all that nonsense out, man. Let's go.
Bunch of uneducated basketball fans who think series ends after game 1.
I know. Exactly. That's the dumb people. You're right.
Yep.
Lakers good show, guys. Love y'all show, man. Good show.
I appreciate y'all. It's still Lakers in 5, brother.
Lakers in 5. 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 Lakers in 5.
It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Lakers in 5.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Lakers in 5.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Lakers in 5.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Lakers in 5.
Tyler Hero, superhero, guitar hero.
Lakers in 5.
You can have hard, you can have a park, you can get a garden.
Lakers in 5.
White side, back side, sunny side.
Lakers in 5.
Phoenix sun, Capri sun, the sun's about to set.
Lakers in 5. 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 Lakers in 5.
Who you gonna put on Luka?
That's why LeBron's trash. Trash. LeBron Ramon James Sr., born December 30th, 1984 at approximately 4:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the greatest human being blessed among us mere mortals? 4 rings, 4 MVPs, the league scoring record, and he got more records than MJ and Kobe combined. Loving husband and devoted father of 3. Don't you ever disrespect my basketball daddy, you understand me? You know what? Log off, uninstall the game, and tell your mama to ground you, because your mouth is reckless. Go disrespect LeBron James. Oh, I cannot believe you. I hope you break your ankles next pickup game, little nigga. Lakers in 5. Baby, you disrespect LeBron again.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. You get to enjoy B. and A. Johnny talk basketball every Sunday noon Eastern Time right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. support by subscribing, and also check out the membership at GOAT James Kingdom.